just turn this stuff back on. We're already live, just so you're aware, but I'm just so I don't have to forget to turn it back on later.
That's fine.
Uh,
Gabe, you're gonna, I think, be amused with this. I told you that Jarlaxle is a big bad of my campaign, right?
yeah, I think you mentioned it once or twice.
Yeah, I know. Look, I had notes from my last session. I planned for him to come in on or campaign, and that ended early. So I'm using all my shit for him
Mm,
now.
heck yeah,
Um,
I've done
but
that
one of my
before.
players, one of my players has read the um, book series that he's in, and I'm having the added struggle of dropping hints that it's him because he's in disguise the entire pretty much. I'm looking for it to be at least half of the module. They don't know it's actually him.
Nice.
And I'm just like, what the fuck can I drop?
All right, hang on. Veronica is. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna grab pizza. BRB.
Okay. Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing much. Just eating some fish. Hey, Veronica.
Hey. Okay.
Slightly staticky and with a little bit of feedback.
Oh, is it because Gabe's in the room with me?
Might be, but also his icon's not lighting up.
Weird.
Well, they wake up. They find some stuff on the
Okay.
floor.
We're missing a few people still.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read all the messages though.
Well, he should be ready too.
Hello,
Hi.
guys. Doing? How's everyone doing?
All right, I'm just planning for my next session, and wondering how I'm gonna pull shit off, because the big bad guy might meet them next session in disguise, and I'm trying to figure out hints I can drop that will not set off a player that has out of character knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there we go. Can you guys hear me? Why can I not hear anyone now?
Hey,
Hello?
I can finally
Wait.
hear you.
Oh, okay, there we go. It just takes a minute. Cool. I don't have to do anything. Good. Looks like for the first time ever, we're waiting on Tim.
I know.
Hey, Squirt.
What's up?
Alrighty. Okay. Well.
Well, he's apparently online, so
Yeah.
maybe he's just trying to do something real quick before coming on. I don't know.
Should we ping him? All of us?
Yes. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I know.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
There's Kiva.
It worked.
The summoning ritual has been completed.
Bold of you to assume the summoning ritual is what calls Kiva.
A great many things has caused Kiva.
That's fair.
I cannot wait for Kiva's story to actually unfold.
To be fair, there probably actually were at least a couple of summoning rituals involved in getting Kiva where she's at now.
Yeah, there was just a couple. Just a couple.
Taking notes. I will put this.
That would be metagame knowledge. Thank
Yeah.
you very
I know,
much.
Don't
but
take
out
it-
of game, I am taking notes, and I am having a contest with myself to see how fast I can figure shit out.
Well, good
Oh,
luck.
okay.
Good luck.
I do that
'cause-
with everyone.
Oh, good luck, because I've actually given Tim prior knowledge, and he still hasn't figured it out.
Right.
He's getting close, though. He's super close.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. All right. Well, we're just gonna jump right on in. I am gonna check a few things here. Everything looks good. Okay, cool. All right. Well then, last time on D&D, so 2 weeks ago, you guys had just saved the town from near disaster, and you had been requested by the town council to escort Pinchwit Wigglehoof back to Fandolin with her flock of goats for a sale to basically help replace every troop that was lost, help re-defend Leland, and help make Leland a little more money so it can, stay on its own 2 feet. You learned that the kids have their own orphanage now, that they're basically just across from you guys now. And after taking a nice long rest, everyone got a long rest. You guys descended into
We had a hell
yeah, you descended into the bowels of hell to speak to not only Zariel but also Asmodeus, who made an offer to basically every single party member, including Einar, who's no longer in the party. I believe Dre's is still holding on to that.
That I know.
Renegotiating Alin's deal to get a little better deal for Alin, I believe. And there's
definitely improvements.
yeah.
No complaints.
Yeah, I don't believe that there. I do believe that there was told the time frame now is like 1 to 2 years, as opposed to like as soon as possible. You're behind schedule. So yeah, no
Yes.
rush on doing that BOE up.
No rush. We'll get around to it.
Yeah. And then Dre's got to meet Kelton, which was fun. He did his own sort of deal. And party, you guys returned back to Leland. And after a bit of an unsettling return to Leland, we are going to pick up here. I believe Kiva is still in the woods as an Axbeak, and Jin is staring at a ceiling somewhere. I think Squirt had just peed her pants because of fear, and Twitch was, I think, crying in a corner.
He has that.
Yeah.
I forgot we left off with this cheery ending.
Yeah. So
To clarify, Kiva was not an Axbeak at the time.
Oh, you just went off. Okay.
Yeah. Well, she turned into an Axbeak to head out there.
Gotcha.
But then she spent some time reflecting and then tried to cast plant growth. And
Gotcha.
apparently was unsuccessful at that.
Yes. Yep.
A voice.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, things are going to be a little more intense for Kiva in the near future. All right. So, that is where we're going to pick up. Kiva, you're still in the woods, attempting to figure out why you can't cast plant growth and the voice that you heard in your head. I believe it's still early in the morning, like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm pretty sure it's still pretty darn early. And you guys are basically everyone, I think, except for Jen and Kiva, are in the house. I believe, Jen, you went, I want to say down to the docks, if I
think
remember
so.
right. You searched.
you were
That's
at the
right. You
docks.
searched the body and you found a spell scroll. That's right.
Mhm.
Oh, it's 11 a.m., so it's not early, but
Oh, okay.
Really
So
good.
it's 11.
You-
Okay. Cool. All right. So that's
Use
where
those
we're gonna.
notes.
Yep. That's where we're
I'm
gonna pick up,
playing
and
D&D.
we are gonna start in the house with
Oh yeah.
Alin, Squirt, Twitch.
I also stopped
and
by the
Dre's.
Sign of Luck and basically went, "Hi, I don't want to talk to people right now. No, thank you. I don't want to tell you what's wrong. I'm here to leave a donation and go." And then just walked out on the poor guy.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. And now it is. We're gonna start with. So we're gonna start with Jen. I'm gonna redo this order here. Starting with Jen. What are you currently doing? And what are you going to do?
I think Jen is heading back to the house, but I don't think they're really ready to confront people yet. Because Jen just faced the reality of what they thought their afterlife would be for eternity, and then B, got the big bombshell that might not be right. And C, got the bombshell that might not be right for his sister either, which was another big worry. So he's probably gonna go for a very long walk, and might actually stop by the shop of our good dear friend if it's open.
Which one is that?
I can't remember his name.
Did everyone
Gander?
need to
Yeah.
stop?
Okay. That sounds fun. We'll get you headed towards Ander then. Everyone else, let's see. Where's my thing here? Kiva, what are you doing?
Kiva is still out in the woods having a crisis that she can't cast her spells.
Okay. All right. So then moving on to Squirt.
Not in the woods per se. She's in the scorched earth area.
Gotcha. Yep. And it is still scorched earth. So we're gonna move to Squirt, then Dre's, then Alin, then Twitch. Squirt first. What are you doing?
I suppose I'll go wash my pants in the river. Lake, ocean, whatever it is.
Okay. The lake. All right,
Yeah.
we'll get Squirt moved down there. I believe that is you. So we're gonna where at? Are you going to the fishing port? Or are you going like south of town? Um,
Just the closest way to get there.
all right, closest way. You're probably gonna pass Jen actually on the way down then. I imagine the two of you just kind of like wave at each other real quick.
Jen would
Mhm.
just give like those half nods you
Yeah.
do when you pass people on the street.
Can you remind me again? Why does Squirt need to clean her pants?
I peed myself.
Oh, right. That detail.
Yep. All right. So Dre's, what are you doing?
If I'm not just hanging around the house, I would probably go check on Kelton.
All right. We are gonna split the whole party. All right.
Mhm.
Alin,
Just for a little bit.
Alin,
What
what
were
are you
you
doing?
expecting from
Yeah,
us?
true. Alin, what are you doing? Oh, if you're speaking, we can't hear you, Alin.
Julia,
Julia.
Oh, she
I was
dropped.
thinking maybe she zoned out again.
No, audio issues. It's fine.
You okay?
Oh, nope, still audio
Oh,
issues.
no.
Looks like. All right, while Alin's figuring that out.
Type in the chat. Okay. Type in the chat if you can hear us.
I can hear you. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
Yeah,
okay,
there we
cool.
go. Now I can.
My
yeah.
power went out in my house, and I think the Wi-Fi isn't
Ooh.
working.
Oh, yikes.
That's gonna make a rough day. All right.
Well, the
Well,
power came back on, but it like cut off, and then I don't think the routers turned back on.
gotcha.
Gotcha. It's got a reboot.
Yep. Okay. So, Alin, what are you currently doing?
Well, what was the exact thing I was doing when we left off? I don't remember.
That makes two of us. So you would have just arrived back from Asmodeus, and I believe that's it. You guys had just come out of the portal. Everyone was in fear, and those that weren't in fear did a few
Reacting to
things.
everyone else.
Yeah. So you'd have had kind of like an hour or so to yourself, and then it's about 11 o'clock now. So now what is Alin doing?
Kind of like assesses the situation. Yeah, that seems reasonable for everyone else. There's nothing I can really do about this. I'm gonna go.
All
I
right.
need probably go up to his room.
Okay. Are you doing anything in your room?
Read. Maybe.
Okay. That's fine. All right. Up in your room.
And cuddle with my familiar because I'm glad to have him back.
Yes. He gives you a big ol' hug. Squirt, Twitch, what are you doing?
So now that she's come out of her panic, she remembers that she had bits of the bone claw creature. She wants to check and see if she still has those.
Yes, you do.
All right. I mean, she's gonna go talk to the townsmith.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go talk to Xana. All right.
Yeah. Who I think didn't Twitch have like a crush on her or something?
Twitch is crushed on everyone. It's fine. All right. So let's do this. Jin, you make your way to Anders, and it looks pretty uneventful. But you walk inside and he greets you. Hi, welcome to. Oh, hey, Jen, how are you doing?
Hey, just wanted to come in and take a look around, if you don't mind. And Jen's just gonna start walking around.
Yeah, no problem.
Does Jen see anything that's green?
Green?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Specifically, maybe like an emerald shade.
There's probably all sorts of things in there that are somewhat green. You're looking for an emerald shade.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
just something pretty. Like Jin doesn't know.
you find a handkerchief with a little symbol on it that's not really recognizable to you, but it's very much an emerald color. Yes.
What's this? And how much you thinking it's worth?
Oh, that comes from way up north. From about 5,000 years or 5,000. Wow, from about 500 years ago. It's definitely old. I would probably sell it to you for 50 gold.
Jin looks at it and looks very thoughtful for a moment. How about 30?
We could do 40.
35?
38.
35, and how about this? 30, and I owe you a small favor.
Deal.
Jin pulls out 30 gold and says, also, if you find anything someone brings in that's connected to Timora in any way, would you let me know?
Yeah, I'll hold on to it for you.
Jen smiles, probably a little bit more openly and non-sarcastically than they have in a while, and is going to take the handkerchief and head back to the clubhouse.
Okay. All right. Moving on to Kiva. Kiva, by this time it's been probably another hour or so. Go ahead and roll me another Arcana check.
Okay.
This time without disadvantage.
Okay.
As the voice in your head seems to have subsided for a minute. Yeah, that is, in fact, just high enough to actually begin casting plant growth.
Cool. She's gonna be there for the next 8 hours then.
Oh, man.
Doing the long casting.
Yes, she's long casting. Got it. Okay. So then we know what Kiva's doing. So
Yep.
moving on then to Squirt. Squirt, you managed to make your way down to the dock where you do see the, as you now know, the priest of Talos down there. The body's still kind of floating in the water by the bay. You go down there and wash your pants off. You see a few of the fishermen and fisher women, kind of giving you odd looks as you're like walking into the water wearing your pants and then washing your pants, and yeah. Are you doing anything else down there?
Nope.
Okay. Where do you head after you're done then?
I'm just gonna see if I can find somebody.
Like who?
Probably Jen. She's the one that I passed.
Okay. Roll me a insight check. All right. You are super insightful today. You remember seeing him walk up the north in the direction of Anders, but you really feel like Jen probably walked out of town and just went to look at the devastation in the woods.
That sounds right.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're on board with that. So
Yeah.
you walk out to the door that's been blasted open. No one's fixed that yet. It's still a open gateway. You walk out there and you see Kiva the moments before Kiva is able to actually cast it, Kiva, what do you look like in frustration trying to cast this spell?
Oh, she's probably like practically in tears, trying to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Squirt, that is what you see. As you walk out, Kiva looks like she's about in tears trying to, well, it looks like cast a spell. And as you get closer, you see, and Tim, you can, or Kiva, you can go ahead and describe this plant growth, what it looks like and stuff as you cast it.
Well, since she's doing the long form, I imagine it's kind of like a ritual setup, since it's an 8-hour process to cast it. So like a circle of stones that she's kind of sitting in, different kind of stuff arranged, probably a few different kinds of pieces of wood, seeds, different things like that, and some kind of like wooden bowl of water or something like that as kind of the focus of where she's doing the spell casting.
Okay. So that's what you see, Squirt, as you walk out there. But there's no Jin.
I'll just walk up to Kiva. Be like, "What's up?"
Yes, Kiva, what's up?
Yeah.
Not my happiness.
Stuff like that. Trying to think how she would respond specifically to Squirt.
And keep in mind, Squirt, Kiva looks like she's on the verge of crying.
Yeah.
With my wonderful insight, would I be able to tell?
You know what? It's visually not. You don't have to figure this out. She looks like she's gonna cry.
Yeah.
Is everything okay? Can I help you?
I just need some time. I have to do this. I've got to be able to do this.
Okay. So I'll just take a few steps back, sit down, and sort of cheerlead from the sidelines. You can do it. Whatever you're doing.
Nice. That is awesome. I love this party. All right. Moving on then to Draze. Yeah, Draze, you make your way to the House of Thalavar, where you, for once, do not see Galio. You do, however, hear the clunk, clunk of rocks dropping, and as you make your way up the scaffolding, you are actually almost hit by a rock that Kelton has dropped off and hits part of the scaffolding. And as you're climbing up, you can see that some of the scaffolding has actually been damaged by some of the rocks falling. But you do manage to make it up, and you see that he's doing a pretty good job of clearing it out. There still seems to be a ways to go, but he's made it, roughly about 10 feet up.
Okay. Also to note, I don't remember bringing my skeletons back from the Devil Realm, and I'm happy to leave them there.
He's got some new friends.
Well,
Yeah.
they could destroy them, and I don't have to worry about them.
Yeah,
Skeletons against Asmodeus, who would win?
you still feel a connection to him.
Oh. Well,
Got some new friends.
Oh,
there's no way to
understood that.
dismiss them, is there? There's no
Nope.
the only way to do it is kill them. But they are still there, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay.
Because you guys left without him.
All right. Well, hopefully he doesn't randomly send them back after 6:30.
We'll see how the DM's feeling.
Right. I want to revise Kelton's queue of things to do. Instead of just dropping them off on the scaffolding, I want him to drop them safely where it doesn't damage anything. So, continue doing what he's doing. but where he doesn't just hurt the scaffolding.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then also, go ahead.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Also, no one's around. I'm gonna pull out my coin and be like, "Oh, Zanny,"
It takes
and
a,
try to contact Zandelver.
it takes a moment, but
Mhm.
you hear a voice from the coin at first. At first it sounds like a whisper, kind of like and it grows loud enough to hear as it's coming up. Yes, what do you want?
Well, just checking on you, seeing how you're doing. You know, you got pretty fancy with that attack on me at the when I opened that door.
I don't remember that, but I believe you.
You were
I
at
opened
the
the door and he shot a bolt at me.
In the World Serpent Inn.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
It
Oh
was a black
And the
bolt.
product
yeah,
blast.
yes. Yeah. You kind of hear a deep like, you almost died. Very close.
Oh, I was okay. I was pretty fine. Fancy that it was silver though.
Everyone has their own quips. I'm sure yours is odd to me too.
Now, granted, Gabe, it was black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay,
Uh,
you said silver, but it
yes.
was black. Okay, because
Yes.
okay. Thank you, because I do not remember that. Okay, so if you're saying it's silver and it was black, yeah, he's
Mhm.
not gonna say that. It's gonna become much more terse of a conversation, and he's gonna respond as silver. Who the hell would shoot a silver bolt? Black is the only color that should be allowed.
Okay. All right. Just checking. I mean, I'm partial to red myself.
Ugh, are we done here?
Never. I'm gonna be bothering you for a while, buddy.
You just kind of hear this.
Eh. But I got other things to attend to. So you go ahead and just think about just think about me. Just keep me in your mind.
Oh, don't you worry. I will continue to think about you. You better hope that I don't get free.
I'm not concerned.
Well, you should be.
That's a cute laugh you got there. And then I'll just cut off the contact.
You don't hear it, but you feel like you could hear like "Rah!" like sort of yell from him.
All right.
All right.
And then from there, since I'm gonna probably chill in there for a bit and see if I can like, are there books about like different things? Like what? I would like to see if I can find any books about teleport, like just random. Like it doesn't even have to be actual magic, but just like the ideas behind it. Like
Yeah, there's definitely some books in there about teleportation, because
mhm.
of the way that this.
That's what I was
Yeah,
doing when I left.
yeah. So I'm gonna need you to roll me a pretty high perception or investigation, um, followed by a Arcana check if you succeed the first one.
Perception. 22.
Holy cow! All right, go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Ah, son of a bitch.
All right. You find a book that looks like it pertains information about teleportation, but this book, as you peruse through it. A lot of the symbols kind of don't make sense to you, and you're kind of looking at this, and you're like, aha, I got it. And you think you know how to cast this teleportation circle.
Okay.
But that you're pretty sure
okay.
that book definitely contains something for doing this.
All right. Can I look at the title? And you can think of it later, but
It's actually in the planar beacons and shifting oneself between planes.
well then, for a while, that's what I'm just going to be reading is just reading and studying this book.
Okay. And that one is going to be for this reading session.
Okay.
For
That's
you
fine.
for you to understand how to do this.
Yeah. The way I imagine it's like I just can't figure this out. Read, son of a bitch. Read.
No.
I think oh, that's right. I think I know what I'm
you
doing.
you know what you're doing after reading this
Mhm.
book. You know
Okay.
how to set this up.
All right. Well then, that's the case. If within the time period, I will probably go out to in front of the tower. I'm not going to do it inside the tower, and then try to make a small one.
Okay. So you're gonna try to cast teleportation circle.
I'm gonna at least build draw the runes or whatever the runes that I need to before I actually cast it. Like I'll come back to it, if that makes sense. Like that's what I'm gonna be doing for like the next hour or two is getting that situated.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, that works.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ready to spend the spell slot just yet.
That's fine. All right. So that was Dre's. Moving on to Alin. What are you doing?
Still reading, trying not to think about
Okay.
things in general.
Okay. And Twitch, last one, Twitch. So you head down to the chop shop. And let me grab my notes here so I know how to do this.
I say I will go ahead and take the 50 gold out for it though.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so you walk inside and you see a young human female by the name of Zaina, who you've met before. She seems to have her smithery all set up and she's working pretty hard. She seems pretty tired. She has a few assistants with her. Everyone is working to make arms and armor for the now dead soldiers. But they seem to still be working on them because they're fairly certain, apparently, that they're getting more, I guess. I don't know. But they're definitely still working on it. And as you enter, there's a little like ding, ding, ding. And she kind of looks up as you walk in. Oh, hi. Welcome. What can I get for you? And there's like loud ting, 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 ting in the background, back in the shop.
Yeah, loud noises.
Yep.
Well, Twitch is going to ask really loudly. I have an unusual request. If I have bits and pieces of creatures, can you make something creative out of it?
She kind of like looks at it like slyly at you for a second. Maybe. What sort of creature?
So Twitch is gonna start digging through her bag and pulling out some things, avoiding the Chewinga that's still, I'm assuming, hiding in my bag. Haven't seen him for a minute. So he pulls out, what did I have for the bone claw? I had a hand with 3 claws, I'm guessing on the hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had the head of the bone claw. I think I'm gonna leave that in my bag until I see what Xana's reaction is to just like the body parts. And then I'm also pulling out the tooth of the big lizard creature,
Oh, the
Behir.
Behir. Yeah, the Behir.
Behir, yeah. And I have a note that it was pretty damaged, so it's not good enough for an actual weapon. But I want to see if she can't do anything with it, like decoratively, then maybe there's a jeweler in town who can make something.
I gotcha.
Um, so those are the things I'm gonna pull out now. Is just the hand with the claws on it plus the tooth.
Okay. So you pull out the hand with the claw, and she gives like this ghastly look because it's a severed hand. Even though it has long, sharp, pointy claws on it, she still looks a little ghastly. You pull it out, and
Yeah.
oh, wow, that's really something. Um, I'm not sure I can do anything with that. Oh, do you have anything else? And I'm assuming you then pull out the tooth.
Yeah, before I do that, I'm gonna ask. Oh, that's a bummer. I made sure to collect this because it did a lot of damage to us really quickly using it. So I figured if it was that effective, arrows or something. I don't really know what it looks like, but
I mean, I could try, but I've never worked with anything like this before. If you want to hand that to me, I'll see what I can do.
okay. No worries if nothing is able to be made from it. I guess that's okay. Just hack it up in little bits and toss it in your fire there. It should be fine.
Do you hand it to her?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to hand it to her, you see the hand and fingers start to move, and it
Ugh.
actually dissolves in your hand as you go to hand it off.
Oh, that's a bummer,
Your
Gabe.
your bag all of a sudden feels lighter too.
Okay, so I'll check it and recognize that the head's gone.
Yep. Every bit of the bone claw that you had stored is gone.
Huh.
Well, that's interesting timing.
I will make sure to tell the group that. And how long had it been since our battle? Like
I
full
believe
day?
like a day and a half, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. It's always good when things randomly disappear, right?
Especially in the middle of you doing something with it.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
as it disappears, she kind of like open mouth gasps. Where'd it go?
Yeah. Yeah. Twitch is definitely gonna have a concerned and also kind of shocked look on her face as she searches the bag and also finds that the head's missing and kind of look back up and say, I am not sure, but my gut tells me that's not a good sign.
Yeah, that can't be good.
No.
Well, do you have anything else, preferably that won't vanish when you try to hand it to me?
Well, I guess nothing is guaranteed that it won't vanish, but here's a tooth.
Okay. As you hand the tooth, no, I'm just kidding.
Right.
You, you hand the
Here
tooth
we
to,
go.
yeah, you hand the tooth to her, and she looks up back up at you and just gives you this big bright smile. Her teeth are in contrast to her darkened face from smoke. Her teeth are very stark white. They are very very like glowing white, bright light teeth. So she gives you this big toothy smile and looks up. Oh, I can do something with this. I know what this is. Do you have a weapon that I could attach it to?
Mm, I mean, Twitch kind of looks down at her sides at all the daggers and the rapier and iceborne and thinks, I don't really want to pay for any of this stuff to get messed with. I wasn't necessarily thinking along the lines of a weapon. I was thinking more of jewelry. Are you skilled in making jewelry from things like this?
Yeah, I could do that. I don't normally do it, but I could do that.
Okay. Could it be a necklace, like a pendant for a necklace?
Sure. I think I could do that. That seems pretty reasonable.
Okay. At the mention of that, Twitch is also gonna pull out. Where is this other thing? Uh, Precious stone. Okay, so it says I have 3 small gems. I don't know what a peridot is, but peridot, sapphire, and an emerald.
Peridot is a small green stone.
Oh, okay.
We had this discussion a while back.
The long time ago when you first got it.
Okay. So it's like more lime green, whereas an emerald is more like.
It's actually
Yeah.
it's actually a very similar color to emerald. It is slightly brighter than an emerald.
Okay.
Picture in the chat.
There you go.
And then a sapphire. Interesting. Okay, well, so Twitch wants to have all 3 stones put into the tooth in a pendant necklace.
Huh. Well, I might be able to do that. Yeah. Can we say 25 gold?
To do the job? Sure.
Yeah.
Any idea where I could get a chain for the pendant once it's done? Or
Oh,
can you make that too?
Yeah, don't worry about the chain. I've got a few lying around here.
Okay. Alright, yeah. I mean, Twitch will hand over the 3 precious stones that are worth 150 gold, plus the tooth, which doesn't have a cost, so it's priceless, and then 25 gold.
Okay. And you say 25 gold. So 3 stones and that. So she looks back at you and smiles, really polite smiles. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I said 25 gold, but it was 25 per piece. So it's 100 gold.
Oh, okay. That's more realistic to what, costs have been elsewhere. Okay, so I owe 75 more.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hand over 100 gold for it, and I'll ask how long will it take.
Oh, it shouldn't take long. I'll probably have it done by the end of the day.
Oh, nice. I mean, no rush, I'll probably pick it up tomorrow. Hopefully we're still around by then. Actually, the end of the day will be great.
Okay. Stop by in a few hours. I really don't. I don't think it'll take me long to inset these.
Okay.
And I already have the chain, so yeah, probably only a couple hours actually.
Okay. Well, it seems like you guys are already really busy. So, but that's fine. If you think it'll be a couple hours, I'll be back.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So
Okay, so auto game. Were you actually only going to do 25 gold until Tim said something, or?
no, I'm just in one of those moods.
Oh, okay. That's great. Good to know. So after that, Twitch realizes that there's a lot of other stuff in her backpack that she wanted to go through. She's now holding a blue mushroom that, if it wasn't like dried when Squirt gave it to her a while ago, it's probably pretty shriveled.
Yeah, it looks pretty desiccated by this point. Not necessarily shriveled, but it definitely is dried out.
Yeah. Okay, so she's holding on to that because she wants to ask Squirt if it's still good. Then I found an unknown sending stone kind of at the bottom of my bag. So I'm gonna send a message to that. I'm gonna say, hey, so I just found this stone. Who does this belong to?
There's no response for a moment, and then you hear back, Who is this? I thought I told you to get rid of the stone. I thought I took it from you.
And I can only send a message once a day.
Yeah.
So that's not helpful. Twitch might drop that back in her bag then. If she remembers tomorrow, then okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Or the last thing was I found the seed. for the special tree from the Feywild. So I'm holding that in my other hand.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
hoping you don't drop it on the ground. Because you were told it was instant.
Oh, was I?
Yes, you were.
Okay.
Just as a
Well,
reminder in case you decide you want to drop it
can
on
I
the ground.
roll and see if Twitch remembers that?
Sure. Yeah. Roll
would
me a history or insight.
Why not? Oh yeah, I definitely do not remember any of that.
Nope. You sure don't. In fact, you're not even sure where you got that seed from.
That's not true. I definitely remember where I got it from. I just probably don't remember any other details about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Twitch definitely remembers Jimmy and her gift.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, sorry, dog making noises,
You're
but
fine.
I'm done.
All the things Twitch has been holding on to.
Mm-hmm. Jen has a few things in their bag as well. I've been going through them and being like, I wonder when I can use these. What havoc can I get up to? Also, Gabe,
Yeah.
what was the symbol on the handkerchief? I put out a picture of what I think it would look like from your description.
Oh, yeah. I would say it looks pretty similar to that. I was thinking it was just a plain green one with a small symbol on it that you didn't understand, but honestly, that works.
Cool. So small symbol, I don't understand. Does the symbol look like anything?
No,
Like,
no.
okay.
I'll just out of game. This is nothing. This is a
Okay.
handkerchief.
I
Handkerchief.
figured. But I wanted to ask in case it came up.
All right. Sorry. Twitch and I are having an angry conversation with each other off off chat.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Not actually angry. All right. So all of that happens. Twitch, are you looking for anything else in your bag?
Not at this time. I mean, her hands are full.
Okay.
She's trying to encourage the Chewinga to like fly around more and take in the scenes and like, it doesn't have to go far, but it doesn't have to hide in the bag all the time.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of coax it out of your bag and it like stands on the back of your bag. And it kind of like looks around and you can, even though it doesn't have a face per se, you kind of get the feeling like it's taking everything in and just like as if it was mouth dropped open sort of deal.
Hmm. Okay. And if I stop for food, I would offer it like a bite or two, even though it says it doesn't eat, but kindness.
Right. Okay. Twitch, are you going anywhere?
Oh, good question.
That's kind of what I was waiting for.
I'll go and see if I can find anyone else. I'll probably check out the tower because that's. Oh, you know what? I wanted to check out some healing potions, so I'm gonna go check out the Shrine of Lathander.
Okay. All right. So back to the top of the order.
Hi.
Jin, you've made your way back home.
Actually, I think on the way, Jin is going to remember something. Out of game, it was me remembering because of what Twitch just did. I remember I still have those dragon scales from the dragon fight. And having seen Twitch do stuff with the dragon tooth and just never getting around to anything, I think Jen might actually go to the same shop and just see if anything can be done with them, or if Jen should just hold on to them to maybe bribe someone later.
Or sell.
No, Jen would keep them to bribe. Because that's a rare item, and also something he could probably spin a story around.
Okay. Okay. So you go back to Zaina?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is the first time Jen's been in there, I think.
Okay. Sorry. Twitch, the message was, wait, who is this? I thought I told you to get rid of the stone. I thought I took the stone from you.
I mean, I'm fairly certain you're playing it like it's that lady from Fandolin who hired me to take Halia, and she definitely did take the stone from me.
That's what I thought too.
So is there any other possibility of who this stone would belong to?
Might
No,
have just been her and you forgot to take it off.
that's what I think.
Yeah, you just forgot
But
to remove it.
we're rolling with it now.
All right.
It is
Okay,
what
we'll
it is.
reply for tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. So yes, Jen, you go back to Zaina.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna try to speed things along here. So let me get to where's my thing here. All right. So who was next? Dre's, where do you head after House of Thalavar and attempting to do your sending or your teleportation circle?
I would probably, after looking around and just seeing if there's anything and seeing how the progress is, I'd probably head back towards the house
Okay.
and wait for everyone to see what's the deal. Because we still have to go do the goat lady thing.
Yeah, and it's getting it's after 1 p.m. now. And let's see. Yeah. So as you're standing there, and after you told Kelton to move the stones, he starts stacking them by the bookshelves.
Kelton, outside of the tower, but don't hurt the scaffolding.
Okay. When you say that, he takes the stones down the scaffolding and climbs all the way down the scaffolding and puts it on the ground at the base of the scaffolding, and then climbs all the way back up.
That's. We'll work on this later. And then I go,
Where do you go?
back to the house.
Okay.
Assuming that's where we're all going to meet back up.
I mean, we'll find out. All right, you head that way. All right, Kiva. I'm assuming you're gonna spend basically the rest of the afternoon, evening, casting this spell. Squirt.
Correct.
This is taking forever. It doesn't look like Kiva's doing a whole lot. Probably moving a few stones around, readjusting things, getting things in the proper order. It's really boring.
I'm just Squirt's like, okay, you can do it, and I'll run off and go back to the house, I guess.
Okay.
See if anyone's there.
Okay. All right. And Alin, you're still reading? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
How many hours do I get?
I will tell you when we finally get everyone back and you actually stop reading. All right. So then we have. All right. So we will do the chop shop and then Twitch, and hopefully everyone will meet back at the house later that evening. Okay. So you head to the chop shop, Jen, and make your way inside. And again, just as Twitch entered, you hear a ding as you open the door, and you hear a light, airy voice. Oh, hi! Welcome. What can I get for you?
Hi, I came in to see maybe what you could do with these. A friend of mine had some stuff made from parts, and General pull out 5 dragon scales, 5 of the white dragon scales. Have these I've been meaning to get looked at. And I also have Jen pulls out the previous glowing mushroom dust that we don't know what is. I don't really know what this is. Some kind of probably magic mushroom that's been turned to dust.
Okay. You'll have to remind me what your what's your notes on that?
That was from the school that we went to that we found the
Navira?
ooze. Yeah. And there were a bunch of mushrooms around the glowing goo that Jin slipped in. And once we fixed the problem, turning the professor back from an ooze, they all shriveled up and died upon contact.
Okay. I thought as long as they were sealed, they were still glowing green, right?
Yeah, but it's not a mushroom anymore. You said it turned into like a powder or something. It crumbled when we picked it.
Oh, you picked it
That one
after
makes us pass out.
Okay, you picked it after the fact.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes way more sense. Okay. Okay, so I'm just out of game. She doesn't know what to do with that powder.
Yeah, Jin didn't figure she
however-
would. But...
However, when you pull those scales out, you hear this, oh my god, are those dragon scales?
Yeah. Probably should have grabbed more, honestly, but this is what I had time for.
Jiffy, Sniffy, come over here. And you see two small dwarves come out of the back of her back room. They're just coated in sweat and black grime, and their eyes light up too when they see this. And they kind of like look back and forth at each other and then back at her. Do you think we could make the thing? And they both nod their head in unison and look back at you. Well, I think we can make something with this. It will be a little costly, but it should be worth it.
What are you thinking about and how much?
It'll be a scale mail. But it'll be in the range of 5,000 gold.
Holy crap.
I don't even think Jin can wear scale mail.
It is actually a dex modifier, so technically you could wear it. You would then just have disadvantage on stealth checks.
No.
No Grove is going to take that deal. No Grove.
I mean, she's got a plus 12 already. Even with like a disadvantage, she probably still stealths every time. Just saying.
That's risky, though. That is so risky.
Yeah.
Hey.
Jin looks at them and goes, "A, I do not have that kind of money. That's more than a little pricey. B, from what I've heard, scale mail is pretty noisy, and I stay alive by not being noisy unless it's talking and annoying people."
Well, that's about all I could think to make with it, unless you want me to just use one and do... I don't even know. Maybe something with just one. But it would definitely be much better to use all of it.
Well, I wouldn't be able to even use it. So... what do you think you could pull off with one?
She seems really disappointed that you're not going to let her do this.
I don't have 5,000 gold.
Roll me an insight check.
28.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So with that roll, she seemed way excited to work on this. You're
Jen,
pretty sure that you could negotiate that price down.
Jen sighs. What do you think it would be able to do that normal scale mail can't, first off?
Well, if I'm correct, and it looks like it's a white dragon, right?
Yes.
Well, so it'll be you'll have resistance. That's the word. You'll be protected from cold. Yeah, basically. Cold resistance, and it would be a +3 armor. So it would be armor class. Yeah, that would be it's nuts. It would be an
I'm
armor
getting up
class.
a calculator real quick for my money.
I think your total would be a 21 AC.
Wow.
But you would still have disadvantage on stealth checks. And
Mhm.
and it's still going to cost a pretty penny.
Yeah. Jen looks at her and says, I have 97 platinum, and almost 800 gold. That's it.
Well,
And I can't give up all of that. But you do seem pretty excited for it, so why don't you haggle with me for a bit? What else might you want?
well,
I mean, it looks like just the ability to work with it seems to excite you quite a bit.
yeah, but 900 gold
Jen,
is really, it's really just not enough. I mean, we could probably do it for like 3,500, but that's really as low as we could go.
I don't have that on me. In total, converting platinum, I could go 1,000 and a favor. Favors are good.
I would love to work on it, but it is expensive and it is time
Then
consuming, and we
think-
have a lot of stuff that we have to. This
Yeah.
essentially allows me to hire another worker so that we
Jen
can make up for not
pauses
working.
and puts up a finger. I do have something else, and Jen pulls out the ruby and 2 green gems. I think it was about 150 gold from that.
Uh-huh.
And let me look here.
I'm really surprised you don't want to go talk to your other party members. Between all of you, you guys definitely have that, like, in spades.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But
As long as you know,
Jen,
that's fine.
I
That's
do.
really not Jen's style, though, to depend on.
If I was playing my other character would have done that. But Jen's like, if I ask them for a favor like this, they're gonna expect me to give a big favor next time. I'm doing it on my own. I'll make the money back. Maybe they'll be up to splitting later. I don't know. But Jen has that. And
I can just tell you, looking at your inventory, you probably don't have enough to trade with her to make it happen.
You could owe her a favor too, though.
well, Jen already brought that up. And so 150 from that, and then in total, I probably actually do have enough, because just in coins alone, I have 1,741 gold if I convert the platinum, not including the silver. And then 150 gold in the forms of gems.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And she said 1,300, right?
No, she said 3,500 was the lowest she could go.
But she said...
She said 5,000 at first, but 3,500 is as low as she could go.
Okay. Then Jen will be like, all right. Let me get back with you. And Jen will put all the stuff back in their bag.
Okay.
And heads back to the house.
Okay.
Looking really annoyed.
I can imagine that. All right. So as you head out, you just hear out. Well, if you ever find the gold, we would love to work on it.
Might get it soon. Don't know.
All right.
Probably be back. Maybe.
And Twitch, I'm gonna save you a little bit of time here. You walk into the Shrine of Lathander, and you see. Remind me Kiva, did you give Marigold the Lightbringer?
No, she hung on to it just in case she needed it in hell,
Oh, okay, okay.
with plans to bring it back.
I gotcha. Okay, so
Ew.
yep. So Twitch, you walk in and you see Marigold. She's like humming a tune to herself, just cleaning something in the shrine. And I'm assuming you walk up to her and ask her about potions. And just for time's sake, she says that she doesn't have potions. She can cast healing spells. If you're looking for potions, you need to head to the Timora Shrine.
Okay. I thank her. And is there a place to like do a donation deal?
Yeah, there is. There's always a donation plate in these shrines. Always
Yeah,
taking money.
I'll give 5 gold.
Okay. You hear
And head over to the other one.
okay, as you leave, you hear a thank you! And you head over to the Timora Shrine,
Yep.
where... where's my... I'll have all of... I do not have this set up right. Man. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Good lord. You make your way inside the Shrine of Timora, and a male high elf greets you just as you enter. Welcome to the Shrine of Timora. What can I help you with, my child?
I don't think we've met before. I thought I had met everyone in town.
I'm new here. My name is Puck. P-U-C-K.
And you said he was an elf?
He is an elf. He's gonna give
I
you.
already feel more at home at this shrine.
He's gonna give you his full name. My name is Puck. Puck, Charybdis.
Like, that is an unusual name for an elf. But things are not always as they seem. Isn't that the case, Puck?
It's my chosen name.
Well, I can understand that. My chosen name is Twitch.
Hi,
Just
Twitch.
Twitch.
Welcome, Just Twitch.
Twitch is just gonna chuckle and knock. Hoping that he calls me Just Twitch next time too. Anyway, so after introductions, Twitch is going to ask if there are any healing potions that can be bought.
Ah, yes, I do have healing potions. Oh, good lord. Where's the thing here? Sorry. There we go. I do have healing potions. They're 50 gold apiece. I also have potions of climbing, growth, water breathing, and I even have a potion of heroism.
What does that do?
That, since you're so interested, gives you
Need immunity to fear for an hour.
it gives you temporary extra hit points, extra ability to survive. You are also under the same effect as a bless spell. It's a very powerful spell, or a very powerful potion.
Yeah, Twitch's eyes are kind of looking big and saying, and how much is it going for?
Oh, the heroism spell is going for 5,000 gold.
I'm sure it's very effective, and whoever can afford that probably doesn't even need it. It's gonna look over at, what were the other ones?
He gives you a slight glower, and he just goes back over healing potions, climbing, growth, and water breathing.
So
the
growth,
like what
Enlarge or reduce.
yeah, like what's
Like what I did the other
yes,
day.
like what he did the other day, except not quite so much.
Right.
it'd only be worth it if it was that much.
Well, I could tell you the growth. He tells you that the growth and water breathing potions are 150 gold apiece, and the healing and climbing potions are 50 gold apiece.
Okay. I'm gonna take 3 healing potions. How many does he have?
Yeah,
He's got
that's. Give me 1 second. I actually don't have my dice on me, so he has. Wow. Okay.
None. They're
None,
all
yeah.
disappear.
He has one.
Really?
The dice never lie.
Okay, one healing potion.
Okay. Just for the sake of being nice here, it's not a basic healing potion. This is a 4d4 plus 4 healing potion.
What would that be as I'm adding
I
it?
think it's a greater healing potion.
What did you say? Plus 4?
4d4 plus 4.
Okay, yeah, greater.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm doing that just because he has one. I was expecting to have at least two.
Yeah, for sure. What did the climbing ones do? I don't know if Twitch really needs that,
They
but
just basically give you spider climb. You can climb on walls, and I think that's what it is. Let me double check.
Doesn't it make your climbing speed and walking speed the same? Like
Yes, it
you
does.
can't.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can't just like walk and be
Yeah, that's
vertical.
Yeah. All right, so the description of the potion. When you drink this potion, you gain the climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. During this time, you have advantage on strength athletic checks that you make to climbing. The potion is separated into brown, silver, and gray layers resembling bands of stone. Shaking the bottle fails to mix the colors.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I
And
mean, is gonna admire them and be very complimentary, but ultimately just the healing potion for
okay, he even picks up the climbing potion and like shakes it in front of you.
now. Twitch gets a nice like chuckle out of it. Confused.
Okay.
And Twitch is gonna ask him, "Who makes your potion?"
I make all the potions myself.
Interesting. Are you ever in need of certain ingredients?
From time to time. I currently am not looking for anything, but if you check back later, I'm sure something will come up.
Well, my group and I, you never know what we might come across. Is there something I could keep an eye out for you?
Yes, I am. I'm always on the lookout for a very rare ingredient. It's called the dragon's tail. It's a small plant said to reside here in the material plane, but it is so rare that one would basically never find it. But if you find one, I can definitely make you a incredible potion with it.
Okay.
For a nominal fee, of course.
Of course, or a donation to the glorious Timora.
Yes, or that. She is very forthcoming recently.
Twitch is gonna do like the same 5 gold donation and thank him and hopefully see him again later.
Okay. Because we can do this in Avaray, I'm gonna have you roll me a 1d5. And Jen, I know last time I didn't do this before. Jen, how much did you donate?
I think I donated a platinum.
Did you really?
Yeah, because A, they've been lucky. B, the rain that just happened, and C, Jen had been thinking a lot of stuff about her lately, so they
Okay.
were feeling generous.
Jen, roll me a 1d10. That is a beautiful roll, Twitch.
Yeah, nailed it.
Nailed it. Okay. All right. Okay. And is there anything else I can help you with?
You've been quite helpful, Puck. I look forward to seeing you around town.
Yes, I do seem to enjoy Leland quite. Oh,
And she's
that's
gonna
all
wave
that.
and walk on out.
Okay. Alrighty. Where do you go? Back home, I'm hoping?
Yeah, at this point.
Okay.
I mean that's probably several hours, right?
Yeah, so by this time it's roughly 3 p.m. So Alin, by this time you've heard like 4 or 5 people come back into the house and it's kind of disturbing your reading a bit.
I'm downstairs.
Yeah. It's definitely disturbing your reading then as people are coming in. And I will say that you probably gotten at least 4.5 hours. Let's say 5 hours just to be generous. 11 to 4-ish, yeah. So let's say 5 hours of reading there.
Okay.
So everyone's back in the house, and as you all look around, you notice that one of your party members is missing. There is no Kiva.
Has anyone seen our resident druid?
Is Squirt there?
Yeah, Squirt's back at the house.
Okay.
I don't know if Squirt's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Jen just asked if anyone's seen Kiva.
Yeah, she's out in the forest having a mental
Wait.
breakdown, it seems.
Well, we all cope our own ways.
At that, Twitch is gonna say, where in the forest?
Like right on the edge of town.
Think we should go check on her?
Yes. Do you mind leading the way, Squirt?
Sure.
And as we walk, Twitch is gonna ask about the mushroom and ask if it's any good.
Oh, this is when they're the best.
This is when they're the best.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Twitch might hand it back to you. You have
I'll
like a
take it.
slightly shriveled blue mushroom.
Are those the ones that make you see really pretty colors?
I'm pretty sure that was a hallucination potion, or hallucination mushroom, if I
Yeah.
remember right.
Yeah,
I'll
I think
take it.
so.
My only note is that it was given by Squirt after meeting the giant. We were all freaking out at the shrine, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, so that's not hallucination then. That's a sedation potion or a sedation mushroom. That's supposed to calm the nerves. It probably has a lot of the same effect as doing a really big hit of edible. All right.
Squirt, do you
I mean, I've
keep
been
it?
back to Squirt, so
No,
Okay.
you can have it.
Cool. Jen will take it
Squirt,
then.
okay.
Okay.
Do you tell Jen what it actually does? Either way, it's probably gonna be good for them right now. But
Let's say yes. All right. So, Squirt, do you lead the way out to Kiva?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kiva, after about 5 hours of finally getting your ritual ready, your sight is ready, and as you prepare to actually cast the spell, you see your 5 other companions walk up to you. And all of you, if I remember right, Kiva has now arranged these stones in some sort of design. I don't know if you want to describe it better, Tim, but
Not particularly.
okay. She's got a set of large stones in a very large circle around her, with a kind of water bowl looking thing in the center full of water, and you can see her beginning to cast. Using hand gestures and mumbling something, and it looks like she's about to start casting, or she's already in the middle of casting this spell.
Jen will say as they walk up, well, looks like she's doing something. We might want to just wait. And Jen will just prop themselves against a burnt tree.
Anyone else?
Follow suit.
To be clear, Kiva is pretty focused on doing this at the moment.
Kiva doesn't actually. She hasn't even acknowledged that you guys are there.
Yeah. Jen's just figuring it's some kind of druid shit.
Twitch is gonna just like slowly
Kiva.
walk.
I'm trying to remember. Didn't one of the party members actually see her in the process of casting it when she did it back in Phandalin?
I think I did
I
on
think
the way to
Jen
the
did, yeah.
shrine.
Okay.
Twitch, what did you say a minute ago? I kind of got cut off.
That I'm going to Twitch instead of sitting would just like slowly walk around the setup.
Oh, okay.
Jen would probably relay to the group. I saw her do something like this in Phandalin before. I think it's the same thing.
Okay. So if you guys decide you want to sit there and wait, it'll be another 2.5 hours. Alin, Dre's, if you guys wanted to read, uh, you could read.
I'm actually going to do something a little different.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm going to pull out something I haven't pulled out in a minute.
Oh, we're whipping out all the items tonight.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm going to go off a little bit of distance. Still, they can see me, but not within right there on me. And I'm pulling out the Monster Mash.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say that you walk over towards the ruins. You kind of see what Kiva's doing, and you're walking over towards the ruins of some old buildings there, while everyone's kind of either reading or kind of watching Kiva as she's doing her thing. And what do you do with your Monster Mash?
Well, as I walk away, it's like, if y'all hear a boom, it's probably me.
Should we run over if we hear it, or should we just let you keep doing whatever the fuck you're doing?
If you don't hear me scream back, to let you know it's okay, just come to check on me.
All right.
All right. I've got a bunch of vials. Where? Come on now. Oh, there. All right. I'll pull out the Monster Mash, and then I'm going to pull out my vial case, and I'm going to take out the black goo from the ethereal plane that
Okay.
I have.
I got to pause for one moment.
Okay.
I see in here a listed half rainbow mushroom.
Yes.
Squirt, can you remind me what the rainbow mushroom does?
I think the rainbow mushroom is the hallucinogenic mushroom.
Oh my dear God. Okay. All right.
All hallucinogenics.
Oh, good.
I also have it in the thing, but I also have my bottle is coated with Manticore. It's got blood of the white dragon.
Yep.
Uh,
Your blood, Cloud Giant's
my blood.
Yep.
All right. I have black dragon blood. But we're gonna start with the black goo from the ethereal plane, and I'm going to. I wish I had a skeleton now. Slowly pour that into it.
Okay. You pour. Roll me a. You can roll me either an Arcana check or a sleight of hand check.
Arcana it is. Oh, 10. Could have been worse.
All right. As you pour that in, you get a little bit of it on your finger, but most of it goes into the vial, and you can see it sludge straight down to the bottom of this vial, and it just sits there black at the bottom of the vial, separated from everything else.
Okay. The only other thing, I'm going to try one more thing, is just going to go with it. We're going to throw the black dragon blood in there.
Black dragon blood. Where did you get black dragon blood from?
I don't remember exactly. I think it was.
Did you buy it?
I think I bought it. Yeah, I bought it.
Okay. Yeah, from what's her face in Barakeen, right? You traded like the pig heart and other stuff. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so you, oh man, you dropped the black dragon blood in there. I'm gonna have you roll again. Same thing. Either, either Arcana
It's going to be
or
Arcana.
Sleight of Hand. Yeah, actually, this time it will only be Arcana. So
Okay,
I'm glad you rolled
13.
that. Okay. I need for you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
How far away is Drace from everyone?
He's about 20-ish feet, 30-ish feet, somewhere around there.
Would that be... So is Twitch further away? Since,
yeah, Twitch, if you're walking around the circle, I would say you're probably a little further away.
Just want to make sure I'm further
Yeah, we'll say you're walking around. Kiva's over here, and you're like walking around a circle. So,
Yeah.
you know what? Roll me a D100 actually, Twitch. We'll see what chance you're
Let's
actually
give me, like, a
closer or
3.
further away.
I had rolled a 20. Not natural, dirty
Okay.
19, but +1.
Okay. I was doing it as like a 1 to 100 back to the front. So we'll say you're about right here, about halfway, quarter of the way away. So that actually works out. All right. So with that Constitution saving throw, this should be interesting. You pour the black dragon blood in there, and it begins to bubble and foam, and you can see the bottom. The black goo starts to expand in the vial. It boils over the vial that you're holding, covering the ground, like dripping to the ground. It starts to cover your hand. And as you're holding this vial, it starts to grow up your hand. And as it does that, I kind of imagine like Dre's is like trying to like wipe it off or do something. And you get the sudden inclination to maybe use magic on it and try to like get it off of your body. Either do you have prestidigitation?
Do not. Alin! Alin!
No, this is gonna be
What?
this is gonna be part of the saving throw.
Okay.
As it continues to grow, it grows up your arm, up your shoulder, and I am going to roll some damage for you.
Okay. Next time I have to remember to say that I put the bottle on the ground.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure how you'd hold it, but yeah, you definitely.
Well, I was
said you
gonna
would hold
because
it.
it's the bottle that it's in is more of the flasky the way I picture it. It's not like a vial with a rounded bottom. It's more of like a flat bottom kind of deal. So I could place it on the ground and pour things into it. That's how I always pictured it.
Yep.
But I didn't specify that, so I'll go with how you say it. I will
That's
remember
fine.
to specify it next time.
Yeah, please do specify it because it makes a difference for sure.
Yeah.
Because you take 37 points of acid damage as this vial just begins eating the black goo begins eating your skin, and you can feel not only like it at first it feels kind of cold to the touch, and then all of a sudden it just starts burning with this unearing like itch. You're like wiping it off, trying to get it off of you, and every time you wipe it off, it smears to the ground, and it just like you hear this as it like melts part of the sand, and it just starts searing your right arm. And after a minute or so, it dissipates, and all of it goes away. It just all boils and bubbles and churns away, and you take 37 points of acid damage, and your skin is nasty looking. It looks like your arm just got like 3rd-degree burns.
Yikes.
Oh, awesome. What's the bottle look like?
The bottle
Uh,
actually disintegrated. That was holding
so I
everything.
lost it all.
You lost everything.
Son of a bitch.
That's why I have you roll.
Mhm.
In case you remember or don't remember, you rolled a nat 20 to get Kelton.
Yes,
So,
but that was after I poured it onto him.
right. Right.
Yeah, so like I was hoping it could contain before because I was going to eventually use it on
I'm not.
something, but
Hey,
I
I
hadn't.
mean, I am all for you continuing to do this. Every time it's going
Oh,
to be
it-
something different. So.
It's definitely going to be. I'm not done with it. That's for sure.
Dre's
I'm
like,
just sad that I've lost so much.
yeah,
Jen,
I probably would not have put the black goo in there.
so I'm guessing he screams.
Oh
yeah,
probably.
ah!
And Jen looks over and is going to be like, I'm guessing that means you're at least alive.
If you could call it that.
Kiva,
Help.
Kiva, roll me a. I'd like for Kiva to actually roll me a con check as well.
Oh boy.
You can make
Now-
this with advantage actually, because you're already in the middle of doing this.
A con
Yeah, a con save, just to see if he breaks your concentration at all.
Oh no.
Because yeah, this is someone like screaming out in pain, which Kiva
Yep,
would very
yep.
much be. Yeah. So you still have advantage on it. So go ahead and
Oh,
roll a second
advantage,
one.
okay.
Yeah, you go ahead and roll a second one. But I would expect that you probably still save on this. Wait, how do you not have any? Oh, con. Oh, yikes! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Dre's.
Isn't
This backfired all over the place.
What did we say? Dice never.
The dice never lie. I mean, it is very much so. Kiva, you're casting this, and you are totally focused and concentrating, and all of a sudden you hear.
I was literally just about to start describing some visual effects.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Describe some visual effects, and then all of a sudden you hear a scream, and tell me how you break it.
What I was gonna describe is at this point there's probably gonna be like a bit of a glowing aura, like a faint green glowing aura from the bowl of water and probably from the stones themselves, however they're arranged, and kind of this aura that looks like almost like faint motes of light, almost like fireflies, just kind of in that general vicinity. But when she hears the screaming, that she snaps out of it and is like, "Wait, what? What's going on?"
Yeah, you hear the screaming and you look over to where the screaming's at, and you see Dre's his left arm is now fully covered in black goo, and he's like frantically wiping it, trying to get it off of him.
Oh boy. Okay.
And yeah, so that happens all of that time. Dre's, it dissipates, and you turn around and you see Kiva staring at you, who is now no longer casting a spell.
Ow. Question, visually, like other than third degree burns, does it do anything to my arm? Like, is there any marks or anything like that?
No, this is
Like-
just, it's basically pure acid damage on your arm.
Oh, I was hoping it would look fancy.
It looks
Yeah,
like your arm has been like dry ice frozen, burned.
Ooh.
It's like
Interesting.
it's not like a straight acid burn. It's scarred like acid, but it's blackened like a dry ice burn.
Okay.
Boy,
I'm
okay.
gonna need a new bottle.
it fits your
He
aesthetic?
was like running over at this point. Does he still have like the goo on his arm, or is that all off?
It
or-
evaporated.
Oh, it evaporated?
Yep.
Okay. All right. She's gonna run over and like, oh my god, what did you do? What? And like immediately is gonna cast a third level cure wound.
Well, apparently you guys are staying another day.
It's the what's it for? The I can't think of the phrase. Damn it. The hazard of the job or hazard of the hobby.
It comes with the job. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with the territory.
That's what Dre's
There we go.
That's what Dre's whole arm looks like, in case you're wondering.
Oh, can you
Even
please
with the cure
delete
wounds,
that
there's probably gonna be some interesting scarring.
Can you
Yep.
please remove that photograph?
I will. I just wanted to give you guys a visualization of what his arm currently looks like to
You said
everyone.
it's a third degree bone?
Yeah.
It's way worse than the picture.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
And so part of my robe is tattered.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck did
All the
you
way
do?
all the way up to your left shoulder. All of that, all the
Nice.
way down to your hand is like burned.
Jin smirks. There's a reason why people say don't mix substances that you don't know what they do.
But how would I know what they would do if I didn't mix them?
He has a point there.
It does, but
I hate to give it
Yeah.
to him, but he has a point.
You have a point, But I think you need to work on your safety practices.
That's an even better point.
Fair. I need a new
What did
bottle.
you put in there?
What?
It had white dragon's blood and black dragon's blood and my blood. And you remember that cloud giant we met? Or was Kiva with us?
Yeah, I remember that.
And then that I got some goo from the ethereal plane and a rainbow mushroom.
Like, what were you expecting to happen?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say this now. If you'd have rolled that successfully, it would have been a very awesome potion. I wanted it to be some sort of like really incredible growth thing, like what Alen had already gone through.
Oof. Okay.
Well,
What do you mean?
Least-
What do you mean? What Alinda's already gone through?
You
Yeah,
got really
when you
big.
grew.
Yeah, when you got really big.
Oh,
But just so you guys know, I still have the silver sap and the green goo from the magic school and 2 vials of Bahir blood. So
You might
things
as
will
well.
get interesting.
You might as well just go ahead and put all those together. Get all the burning done in one setting.
But I have no bottle now. I point at where my bottle was. I have no bottle now. It destroyed my bottle. It dissolved my bottle.
Be thankful it didn't completely dissolve your arm. I couldn't have fixed that.
Well, we just have to go to Neverwinter then. But we'll hold off. Get in a magical appendage.
Yeah. Twitch, when he says that, you get like a shudder over your body as you recall your last foray into Neverwinter with some of your memory stuff.
Yes, of course. I remember exactly what those memories are.
When you had your memories, when you lost your memories.
Oh, that
More
happened.
dragon's blood.
That happened in Neverwinter.
Quickly
Oh.
go to notes and checking.
I think that happened in Neverwinter. I don't think we specified, but I'm saying it happened in Neverwinter. If we didn't specify.
You're talking about with Galen? No?
Galen? No. When you went to find your lost daughter in your fit.
Or are we talking about the mage that wiped her memories?
Yes.
Right.
Because that's been said.
Okay.
Right, but I don't remember where, and I think it wasn't specified, so I'm specifying it
I
now.
don't think it has been.
Yeah. I don't think it has been. So I'm specifying now that happened in Neverwinter.
Cool. Great.
Okay. So all of that stuff has happened, and
How much did I heal?
19.
19.
Uh,
It's in the chat.
Yep. And we're
Okay.
gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna just.
And I'm just gonna go over to the group and I'm just gonna plop down and be like, "Well, I'll try that again later."
Can you make sure you have someone nearby to assist before you do that sort of thing again?
Maybe you can
Next
get
time-
acid-resistant gloves.
Well, next time I'll probably use a skeleton.
That would be
like have a
smarter.
skeleton hold
Still
it
not
for
too keen
you.
on using skeletons all the time, but that would be a good use, yes.
So, Kiva, what were you doing when you were sitting there and all the glowing stuff was happening around you?
She kind of glances back at the stone circle where the aura has faded at this point, and she's kind of like,
Sorry about that, by the way. We were trying to be quiet. Jace.
I'm just, like just still looking at my arm.
I was trying to use my plant growth spell again to jumpstart all this recovering. So, yeah. That's 5 hours of an 8-hour process wasted. Okay.
My bad. At least you didn't hurt yourself.
You guys can all give me a perception check
Okay.
right now.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Okay.
Because you're all looking at where Kiva had been casting that, so you can all roll me.
17.
Okay,
28.
perfect.
Hey, natural 20.
Nice.
There's the natural 20.
Right? It's like, God dang it, one too short. All right, so everyone except for Squirt, who's probably fascinated by Dreza's arm, everyone looking over, pointing or looking where Kiva was looking at, you guys see a few small new growths coming out of the ground.
Oh.
Dre's,
Oh.
you can tell that one of those looks like a brand new tree that just sprouted out of nothing.
Oh.
Well, it looks like your efforts aren't totally wasted.
Okay, that's
What?
good to know.
If you want to do it again tomorrow, then I'm sure that the town leadership would be fine waiting for us to herd the goats when there's a chance of bringing back the forest instead.
What about our seeds?
That too, we could plant those. We have 4 of those, don't we?
We all have one.
We each have one.
Oh,
If you're talking about the seeds from Jimmy, we each have one, and they're all different.
Yep.
that would be really pretty though. We line them along the wall and make a new landmark.
I just don't know what all of them will end up being like full grown, so I'm not sure. I mean, we could probably do a grove. That would be kind of interesting.
I've been looking forward to
Introducing
giving
an
you guys
invasive
descriptions.
species.
Yeah,
Twitch looks down. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't want to plant anything that would be too invasive.
Twitch is looking down at the seed in her hand and looking around and thinking, "No, I'm gonna hold on to this."
On the other hand, if we keep it, it would be good if we got in a sticky situation and then we just drop a seed and catapult some monster or something into the air. That would be fun.
Send the monster to the fucking stratosphere.
I mean, that would probably be a bit better if we knew what each of the plants, the trees end up like.
I mean, we know that they're trees, so that would buy us
Yeah,
some time.
There's a broad range of how tall trees and
Twitch,
yeah.
If it ended up
I'm
being
gonna-
some
I'm
kind
gonna-
of wooden baby tree, that would kind of suck.
I'm gonna
Right.
say it this way. Twitch, Twitch and Squirt, you both are very aware of how varied the quote-unquote trees in the Feywild can be. Everything from things that look like flowers to 400-foot tall trees that are about 60 feet wide. It's very, very different between each tree.
Also, giant mushroom type
Also
trees
giant
too.
mushroom type trees. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Twitch will share some of that. No one really listened to her about the other Feywild stuff, so why would they listen to her about this? But I mean, she'll say something along the lines of, "There's really no guarantee of what you've got there until you put it in the ground."
Hmm.
That's my concern.
Well, how will we know if we don't try? That's going to be my motto.
We can plant them. I mean, we can plant them here and then harvest more seeds off of them and take them with us.
That's fair. I
This
still don't want
forest,
to plant anything that would end up too invasive.
I mean, this forest already was invasive with the Fae anyway. There were already Faes in this forest. We've had a run-in with a few of them. Remember the rocks and the switch shoes? I'm sure it would just make them feel more at
That was a
home.
different forest. That was the Neverwinter Wood.
I thought this was at the edge of the Neverwinter Wood. Never mind.
No, this is a different forest.
Never mind. We can drop them off there then.
Since it seems like Kiva is definitely not having a breakdown, Twitch is going to ask if everyone's ready to go back home.
I just want to point out, because you guys are over in this, I
Mhm.
do want to point out that there are still roughly like 60 or 70 bodies of creatures around where you guys are at.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought the council was taking care of them or something.
I mean, it's only been what, less than a day and a half, so
Mhm.
yeah, there's people like it looks like, I guess there's not 60 or 70, it's more like 30-ish that are still there, but there's still quite a few bodies around you guys too.
Ben's gonna start looking at the bodies and looting anything that's left over while everyone's just debating about the
Oh,
trees.
and Twitch is kind of standing where the bone claw was, right?
Roughly, yeah.
So, did she see any trace of the bone claw?
Nope, the bone claw is all gone.
And Jen's looking at the other bodies now.
Yep.
So Twitch is gonna yell out to Jen, "Hey, do you see any sign of that bone claw creature thing?"
Now that you mention it, no. Didn't you cut off some parts from it?
Yeah, so something weird happened with that earlier. I went to take it to Xana, the town smith,
Mhm.
and as I was handing it to her, it disappeared. And then I checked my bag, and the head had disappeared out of the bag. That's a normal thing, right?
I don't think that's normal, Twitch. I hate to tell you. Although, and Jen is gonna start going off on another sailor superstition ghost story if someone does not stop them. Be like, I heard about a ghost that people tried to kill like a dozen times and it just kept coming back. It's undead too. Maybe that's what happened. Just elaborating on this bullshit story.
Did they kill it in the end?
Actually, yes, but not before everyone in the group died except for the barbarian.
Oh no.
And, if it comes after us again, you do have a magic weapon. So we'll just push you first. Obviously, you have the best chances if the story is anything to go by.
True, but if according to the story, I have to let them kill you all first, then
No, the story people were just too dumb to try the different method.
the story is it's getting weird.
I had to mute myself. Thank you, Squirt. So
Dre, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say Dre's would probably start standing up and like hobbling very slowly back to the house.
Okay.
Like if everything's okay, I'm gonna go lay down.
Okay. Those of you who looked at some of the bodies, you would have had time to look at some of the bodies.
Yeah,
as
Jen
you
will have
guys are
been
getting ready.
doing that while talking and spinning the bullshit story.
That's fine. Jen, you find a total of 8 gold, and a small pewter ring that's probably worth another 5 gold. Um, that is all you find on all the bodies as you're searching. You do find marks, 3 lightning bolts on each of the anchorites, as you've now learned what they are. You find 3 lightning bolts tattooed on each of the anchorites, and there are no tattoos on any of the boars, but the undead have the distinguishing mark of the god Mirkul on each one of those bodies as well.
Who was it that said that the cult was probably not an issue by now? Jen looks at Torch.
Oops.
Apparently, there's still very much an issue.
Apparently. Just as a reminder for what that symbol of Mirkul looks like. Did we lose Twitch?
I don't know. She's not talking. Or if she is, we cannot hear her. Twitch.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to step
Oh.
away. What I missed?
Okay, you didn't hear the quip I did.
Apparently not.
Nope.
Basically, we were looting bodies and we found some more cultist symbols, and Jen was like, Who was it that said that the cults probably weren't an issue anymore right after we got back? Twitch?
No,
It might have been me.
Actually, yeah, it might have been a little.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure
Twitch did that.
Twitch has always said that the cults are still an issue because that's what took Alia.
Because that was her
Yeah.
lie.
I
Yeah.
thought,
Yep.
okay, I just remembered bringing up
No, it was-
Halia, and I remembered somebody bringing up, and I guess I was
A lens.
connecting that to Twitch, usually trying to deflect from it.
Yep.
No, it's definitely the cultists.
Yep.
Always.
All right. So
New
that-
plan.
Yeah,
Get
right.
the undead and the cultists to take each other out.
All right. So I'm gonna say that these things end up getting cleaned up eventually. You guys make your way back to the house, and by this time, it's about 5 p.m.
Quick question.
Yeah.
On the way back, is it okay if Jen just goes by and buys a couple more bottles of alcohol, since there was only a couple left in the tavern? No need to roleplay, but just like if there's somewhere that Jen could get it.
Well, there was only a couple bottles left in the tavern of your home. That's
Yeah.
where you got them from. If you're gonna buy them, you have to go to the Umber Hulk's Shell Inn, which you guys have not been to yet. So I'm gonna say you follow everyone else,
Okay.
because you guys have not actually been informed that that place even exists yet.
Okay.
Yeah. How have we gone all day without running into anyone from the council?
Just happenstance.
What time of day is it now?
5 p.m.
Okay.
All right. So you all head back to the home.
And
Dude.
while heading back, if I can't do that, Jen will just be talking to the group about the armor. Like, you'll never believe what I found today.
If Drace needs help walking, Twitch would help, but not the arm that's gross. Does Drace need help walking?
Yeah, he said he was gonna be shambling back.
Okay.
All right. So
Let's get
so I'm surprised that no one else mentioned anything. So Jen brought up the armor. So everything, we'll just assume that everything that Zaina told Jen, you guys now know about the armor, the advantages and disadvantages, and the
Super
cost.
powerful,
Yeah.
super magic, but I do not have that kind of money. Anyone want to help?
I think you should do something else with. I mean, you can't even use that armor.
Yeah, he
I
can.
can.
He can.
Oh.
Just for clarity, I hate the fact that D&D makes you think that you can't use armor. You can use whatever armor you want to use. You just may have disadvantage on attack rolls, or that's how I play it, because...
I mean, having disadvantages on attack rolls is kind of a bad thing.
Well, I'm just saying you can use it. Regardless
Okay,
of the
yeah.
type of armor, you can use it.
And I don't have disadvantage on attack rolls. I have disadvantage on stealth checks, but I do have a good stealth modifiers, and Jen would probably use this as a, oh shit, we're going against something big. Let me put on my good armor type deal.
It's reasonable. I'm pretty sure Julia's point, though, is that if you're not proficient with the armor, that can have an effect on your attack rolls and stuff.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I was
Okay.
getting at. So you can use it. You're just at a severe disadvantage.
Is it light armor?
Pretty sure steel mail is medium.
It's medium
Damn it.
armor. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I can figure out if they can use it to make some other kind of armor.
If they could like integrate it into some leather armor, like using the scales. I don't know how heavy a dragon scale is because they don't exist.
How? Say that
Like,
again?
like using dragon scales instead of studs or studded leather.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I want this fucking armor though that you told me.
I mean, it's a powerful piece of armor for sure.
But I can't use medium.
You can use medium.
I'm not going to.
You could always get it and then train to gain proficiency with it.
Absolutely.
That is the thing you can do with
That is-
You
downtime.
can do that?
Yep.
Yes.
You can. So okay.
It's in the
okay.
rules. You can use downtime to train proficiency.
Yep.
It's
Well,
just
my
as of
fucking,
raw.
Okay, so yeah,
know.
as of D&D 5e and before, I think even
Oh, yeah.
any proficiency that you would like to achieve, you can achieve it. You just have to spend a large amount of time
Mhm.
devoted to doing that. So like how Alin and Dre's are reading books to gain spells, it's very much the same way. You use your downtime to work towards gaining proficiency. So if you want to gain like proficiency with smithing tools, you could work
Yep.
with Dana at the chop shop and gain knowledge on smithing tools.
Yep.
That is something that you could do in your downtime for sure.
It's just the large amount of time part that makes it not worth it for me, especially if it's not going to be the main armor.
Right. Well, so for clarity, I actually hate that they make you say 1,000 hours because in game that is basically impossible unless you're having like years long campaign.
Yeah.
So well, I will be doing it differently. I'm not going to tell you how long it is, but it will still be a large amount of time, just not 1,000 hours.
Right.
Okay.
Just that included with the price tag.
And the disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all of it added up. Jen's going to try and see if they can make it with a different armor. Cause like that's a lot.
Did she specify that it would be loud? Or are you assuming because it's scale mail that it's going to be loud?
We're assuming because the type of armor, and then somebody brought up that scale mail had disadvantage on stealth.
Okay, I brought it up that scale mail does, but she never specified anything about a disadvantage on sound. There's a reason that it's 5,000 gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then having that all brought up, do I know about when shops would be closing?
No, because you guys haven't been here in a year.
Yeah, I figured.
Yep.
Would somebody like to just go with me there to ask her about it? Because I don't know, it's a magic item. It could do anything.
Yes, Twitch is definitely going to volunteer to go back with you.
All right, anyone else?
Yeah, okay.
All right, Squirt. All right,
I guess the three of us.
Guess the three of you guys. So those of you staying at the house, are you planning to do anything?
Kiva actually kind of excuses herself from the party and says she has somewhere she wants to go real quick.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna head to the shrine for a little while.
Okay. Alin would actually like to try to find a place to sell his potion.
Probably the Shrine of Tamora.
Well, you guys have been almost everywhere in town. You've never been to Aubrey's Peculiarities. No one has actually been there, and you guys have been here for a while. I think that's because I built Anders, and you guys are like, Ander! But as far as you guys are aware, no one buys potions.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean the town, someone in the town doesn't. That just means you guys haven't found it yet, or if it exists.
Maybe I could put up a sign.
Say that again. Sorry.
Maybe I could put up a sign posting for sale.
I mean, you could always ask NPCs. You could always ask people around town if anyone knows if they can if anyone in
Yes,
town buys potions.
Really socially awkward.
I'm just pointing it out.
I'm gonna make a sign.
Okay, okay. Where are you putting the sign?
Let me look at the town map. I don't know. Is there like a? We don't have a board, probably.
Nope, you do not have a
But
board.
I don't know. I'm trying to find like a town center. Where the hell is the fucking? There we go. Owlbear Lake. What's that noise?
I don't know. It's possessed.
Snakes.
It's not loading.
That's fine. Let's do it this way, because this will probably actually speed things up. Let's say you do go to the Shrine of Lathander, because honestly, that probably is what Alin would do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We can do that for sure. So I'm gonna ask Kiva, where are you headed?
The Shrine of Lathander.
Okay, so you're both headed there. All right. Draze, what are you doing?
When I finally stumble my way back there and deciding I'm going to try to relax, I'm going to continue copying Banishment into my spellbook.
Okay.
I'm already 4 out of 8 hours
Perfect.
into it, so.
Cool. Yeah, that works. You should get that done tonight. And you said that's banishment?
Yeah, from the Zikron spellbook.
Yep, I got you. Okay. All right. And all right, so you're doing that. We will start with the chop shop, because the Shrine of Lathander, I can tell, is going to take a minute. So let's start with the chop shop. The two of you walk up just as you see Zaina. You can kind of see through the window. Zaina looks like she's starting to get things put away. She looks like she's getting ready to end her time in the shop today. And the three of you, sorry, walk up, and who enters first, and what do you say and do?
Jen would probably enter first since it's about their item.
Okay.
Had an inquiry about that conversation from earlier.
Oh, hey, welcome back. Oh, yeah, what question?
Can you only make scale mail with this?
Well, I mean, they are scales, so probably. What did you have in mind?
Maybe studded armor with the scales for the studs. Although, a second question, if it was scale armor, would it still have the penalty of normal scale armor to be rather loud?
She gives you this big brimming smile. Twitch, you've seen this smile before. She gives you this big smile and just looks. Oh, no. I've been saving something special in case if something like this ever came along. No, it would be chained with mithril.
Jen turns to the other two and says, "Excuse me for one moment." And
Jen walks out.
Jen would be like, "So, it does not have the normal disadvantage that most scale mail has. The problem is she said she won't go lower than 3,000 gold. And I have... how much?
3,500.
Okay, so 3,500?
Yeah.
Okay. No lower than 3,500 gold, and even with everything put together, I only have about almost 1,800.
Oh wow.
I have about 1,200 gold.
Twitch is a little open mouth looking at the both of you of like, where have you spent all your gold? Like,
Uh-huh.
why does Twitch have so much gold compared to you guys?
I have no idea why you have so much gold.
How much gold does Twitch have? I'm
That's-
sitting here like they have a bunch compared to Kiva.
Oh,
Right, I've only got 470.
I have over 3,000.
Jesus.
I have 657, but that's because I fucking lost all my gold.
Oh, Elaine didn't lose all his gold.
With the wild magic, remember?
Twitch, if you help me here, I'll owe you a favor. Very begrudgingly says that.
A favor is a generous offer. However, the amount of gold you need to cover your cost is significant.
Yes.
Trying to think how Twitch would handle the situation.
I know getting money from Squirt would probably be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out.
Squirt's like, here you go.
Yeah. But Jin's like, I
Yeah,
want to do the
that's-
bad thing.
I'm just waiting for Twitch to be like, yeah, here's the money plus 20% interest.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm thinking, but I'm like, is Twitch savvy enough to do that? I'm kind of trip. Well, she has intelligence now. I don't know.
I've also got a gem.
How much is the gem?
I think if you
worth?
wait too long, Twitch,
I
you're
don't
not
know.
gonna get to help at all.
No, I mean Twitch is gonna stand back and like you kind of see.
Twitch has a dragon intelligence ring. I'm pretty sure that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far
Alright,
as money's saving.
So either you help us out not to use all our gold on this, and I owe you a favor, or I owe you nothing. Squirt, you want to go in and help negotiate?
Sure. Not very good at that, but
If you change your mind before we're done, just go in. And Jen's going to go and say, "Don't worry, Squirt. I'll do all the talking."
Oh, Twitch is not staying outside.
All right.
You walk back
Jen-
in and Zaina says, is everything okay?
Yes, we're just working out a payment plan. Speaking of which, do you take payment plans?
No.
Hmm.
Not good for business. As some people in this line of work don't pay it back.
That's fair.
what about a magical staff?
I don't really deal in magic items generally. What does it do?
It makes bird calls.
she just like gives this like no.
We do have some money. I have.
Wait,
we'll
wait.
say
Do you
15,000.
want- Do you want revenge on anyone? I have a potion of diarrhea.
Oh my gosh.
She
Jen does not even hide
Yeah.
their laughter.
I imagine at this point, Zaina, who has been getting her stuff prepared to like leave to go home, is just kind of like, is this going anywhere?
It is. Squirt, how much would you be willing to chip in?
I have 11.95 gold.
Oh, and you said you had some gems?
I have a blue cuboid gem.
While they're negotiating that, can Twitch just say, "I'm ready to pick up my item"?
Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me. 1 second, I'll be right back. And she walks back to the back to get your item.
While she's gone, Twitch is just gonna look at Jen and say, All right, I'll loan it to you. 25% interest and the favor.
That's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. We both know it's bullshit.
I'm not the one in a bind, and 1,000 gold is a lot to see walk away.
2 favors.
And 25% sounds good.
No.
What are the terms of the favors?
You can't make me do something that would obviously result in my death, first off. Second off, not something that is obviously detrimental for me in the long term. Anything else is fair game.
What about timing of calling the favor in? If I call in a favor, I would want it to be immediate.
As a
As
DM,
long
that
as-
seems pretty fair.
Yeah, Jen is thinking and says, as long as it's not something that literally cannot be immediate, fine.
And I get to try the armor on.
Deal.
Alright. So, 2 favors, missed out on on any interest, 1,000 gold, plus I get to try on the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
That's totally
So-
Twitch's style too.
All right, so thinking each of us puts in 1,000, and then Jen goes ahead and puts in the 150 gold worth of their gems, plus 350 more.
Okay, so what's the total amount that you have then?
That would be a total of 3,500. So I'm going to just go ahead and very reluctantly give up most of the platinum besides 7. So that would be a total of 900 gold.
I just wanted to make sure that you guys manage your own gold. We're on the honor system here, so yeah, if you're paying 35, I just needed to know the total amount. It's definitely a steal for an item like this.
Yeah.
If I'd have known that you were gonna do that sort of stuff, she probably wouldn't negotiate it down. All right, so that works. So by the time you guys finish negotiating between yourselves, she comes back out with a beautiful looking solitaire pendant Behir tooth embedded with 3 different colored stones on a long rope necklace chain. And you see her come back over. Here you go. This is what we agreed upon earlier. And she hands that over to you, Twitch.
Okay. Would I know roughly how much it's worth now?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, Twitch is just examining it, but like wide-eyed and clearly impressed.
One thing to note, it had a really peculiar sort of. You see that she's like updated some of this tooth, like she's cleaned it up, and it looks polished and not
Yeah.
chipped or rough at all like it had been. And she tells you that it seems that this had a peculiar quality to it when I was working with it. I was really taken aback by it. But I'm sure you'll find out whenever you put it on. But it's interesting for sure. And she gives you a big old smile, just like a happy smile, not like she's trying to hide anything.
Okay. Twitch gives a confused look and says, "Can you elaborate a little more?"
Well, no, I think you should just put it on.
All right. Twitch is gonna hold it out to her and then turn around, like indicating for her to put it on. Twitch.
Okay. You want her to put it on you?
Yes.
Okay. You put it on, and you you don't notice anything at first, and then all of a sudden, your Dragonborn or your Iceborn sword begins to hum and glow, a whitish hue.
I pull it out of its scabbard and like hold it out in front of me.
Yeah, it's glowing. So if you think of Lord of the Rings with Sting when it glows blue, this is the same sort of deal, but it's glowing white.
Okay.
Your sword looks different. It looks more magical, if that's a way to do it. Way to describe it. I don't have a good way to describe it yet. I'll have to get you all of the details before, but this is happy birthday. This wearing the pendant with this sword improves the sword. I'll just say it that way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so you put this on, and she kind of smiles over you. See, I thought you might like it.
Yeah, now it's glowing like a freaking lightsaber. Twitch is doing like figure eight in front of her and flashing in the rain.
That's impressive. I think we have the gold worked out, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And Jen puts down their 90 platinum, their 3 gemstones, and the 450 gold from their side. And then, or it was 550 gold. One of those. I took it off my sheet. That's all I know. And says they're going to help me pay for this. Twitch, the terms are as long as it's something that's not going to obviously result in Jin's death, like no super go attack this lich type shit. It can't be something that's very obviously detrimental to Jin. So if it's like something that's obviously not going to be favorable to them. Need this thing from halfway around the world and I need it right now. Jen would be like, yeah, that's not gonna fucking happen because I can't teleport that far.
Okay.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always room for a magic item or a friendship with someone who can.
I'm working on that part.
Yeah.
The friendship or the
both.
The teleportation, the friendship,
work in process.
I mean, I got some points for the shape-shifting shenanigans.
Okay.
But yeah.
That still leaves a lot of room for interpretation, so this will be interesting.
And Jen gets to be the one that says, yeah, that's not in my interest. Or, yeah, that's bullshit.
Mind-gameist people in the party trying to out-mind game each other.
Well, you didn't say that it had to be in your interest, Jen. You just said it had to not be detrimental.
Well,
That's
yeah,
true.
so neutral or good, as long as it's not something that's obviously going to be
against your alignment.
That or against Jin's best interest in doing it in a way that, like, okay, if I do this, I'm obviously going to have a powerful person that we run into on the regular that does not like me, and that's not going to be great for me or the party.
I think that was probably already stipulated that nothing to put you in danger.
Yeah.
So the way I understood that is basically as long as it's not anything that's going to put Jen in danger, Jen was okay with it.
Even if Jen doesn't agree to it, though, Jen still has to do it, is Twitch's point. Because we have very different perspective on things that aren't going to necessarily put Jen in danger or that's detrimental to him, but he might not agree to it.
Well, maybe.
And he's already agreed to this. So on that note, BRB.
Go shapeshift out in the middle of town.
That's obviously detrimental to Jin's well-being. People do not like shapeshifters. Jin would argue that point all day. Would not budge.
It doesn't have a issue.
All right, so you have all the gold?
Yes, and I'm going to assume that Twitch and Squirt both puts forward their percentage that they said. Which Jin is
Yep.
just going to say 1,000 straight instead of Squirt's. Oh, you can have all my money.
Yeah. So Squirt, you'll still keep your extra 200, and Twitch is also going to give 1,000, which makes an even 1,000 or even 3,500. And she looks very surprised that you came back so quickly with that amount of gold. But she looks back and smiles at you, and just kind of like looks over the three of you. Okay. Well, it will take some time to make. This will not be a quick process, but I can guarantee you that with the help that we're gonna get, we will be able to produce it in about 2 weeks.
All right. In the meantime, do you have any cheap medium armor that I could be practicing with? Because I do not normally wear medium armor.
Define cheap.
The cheapest thing you have that just works for practicing. I won't be using it often besides that purpose.
Yeah, I have this tattered chain armor that's just kind of been put through the ringer. You're okay if someone died in it, right?
I don't care. I've taken things people died in all the time.
Okay, just making sure. It might still be a little bloody, but I'm sure you can clean that off. It'll still be 75 gold.
Jin just do you have?
That's what she has. That's cheap.
Never mind.
You sure?
Fine. How about 60? I'm giving you your dream
Okay.
project right now.
Okay. Yeah, 60 will work.
All right.
Yep. I like Kiva brought up a good point. Go ahead and take your 60 gold out. Jin's not thinking about that right now. Jin's thinking about getting to wear his armor. Yeah. So.
Well, no one brought up armor when we were searching the bodies earlier.
Well, you guys
And
were searching the bodies that had the armor. You were searching the Talos people and the undead, not the fallen soldiers of Leland.
Oh.
That is what happens at the chop shop. You guys doing anything else? I will take that as a no. And we're going to move on to the Shrine of Lathander. So we'll say that you guys probably head home after that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Alin and Kiva, as you guys make your way to the Shrine of Lathander, you hear inside the familiar hum of Marigold that she's just like... and she's just humming along as you guys enter. She's again just cleaning one of she's cleaning the statue itself of Lathander as you guys enter. And as you enter, she spins around. Oh, hey! How are you guys doing?
I'm fine.
Quick question.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Jen.
What armor did she say she had right now that was medium?
Ringmail.
Okay, I was just trying to add it to... Ringmail's a heavy, though.
Is it? I
Yeah.
thought it was medium.
No. I'm looking
Oh, hang
stuff
on.
up now.
I could have sworn.
You're probably thinking chain shirt. I'm pretty sure that's.
I think that's it. It's
Yeah.
Oh, also, Changer would have only been 50 gold. So do we want to adjust that price?
Hang on. Medium armor.
Because Jin would have haggled lower if
Okay, I
the...
wasn't thinking she would have said breastplate if that's the case. It was the upper torso, something that was a little heavier. Sorry, I thought the ring mail was medium armor, but no, breastplate is what
Okay.
she would have said.
Okay. Then I'll take that.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Sorry about that. Okay, so back to the shrine. Hey, how are you guys doing? Go ahead and respond. I'm sorry, Alen. Go ahead.
I'm fine.
Oh, well, that's good. Kiva, how are you doing?
I had better days, but doing all right.
I guess that's good.
We had a bit of an adventure this morning, but yeah, it happened.
Yeah. Things like that happen. Everything's better in the morning, right?
Hoping so, yeah. On that note, she pulls out Lightbringer.
Is it time? Do I get it?
Yeah, I think so. Just on the understanding there may be situations that come up where I come back and maybe ask to use it again. But
I
for the
guess,
most part,
yeah.
it would be staying here. Okay.
So you're handing it off to her?
Yeah.
Okay. Len, this will be the first time you see it, but as Kiva hands it off, it's already glowing bright from Kiva holding it. When Marigold holds it, this thing like flashlight bright in the room.
Oh wow. The mace really likes you.
Yeah, it seems to.
Probably has something to do with you actually worshiping Lathander.
Oh
So-
yeah, that reminds me. Oh, come here, look at this. And if you follow her, she takes you over to where she's already built a receptacle for the mace to sit in front of the shrine, in front of the statue.
Yep. Cool.
That's
This is so cool. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have to send a message out to my benefactor in Neverwinter and Waterdeep, and we're gonna have so many people coming to see this.
Well, hopefully it'll help you out here and everything. So yeah.
money.
So was that it? Is there anything else?
I think Alen had a question he wanted to ask.
So you seem like you generally know people.
Oh yeah, I'm friends with everyone.
You know where I could sell this potion, and I'd just pull out the potion.
Ooh, yeah, actually, Aubrey, if you go to the north side of town, Aubrey, he dabbles in peculiar items.
Okay.
He should be able to buy that potion off of you. Though I'm not sure if he's still there today, but you could definitely check.
All right then.
Okay. Was that all you needed, Alen?
Yeah, pretty much. Do.
Okay.
All right. So if that's it, where do you guys head and where do you go?
I'm going to peculiarities.
Okay. Is everyone else headed back to the house?
Yeah, I think Kiva will head back to the house for now too.
Okay. All right. You head to Aubrey's peculiarities, and as you give me 1 second, let me pull this thing up. Okay. As you make your way up to the Shop, you see the door is closed, but you do see that there are a couple people inside, and it seems that the shop is still open.
Hey, Gabe?
Yeah.
Real quick question. Did you add something to my sheet, or did I add it accidentally?
Where are you talking about?
A new magic item. Serpent scale armor?
I don't think I added that.
Okay. I was trying to add
Oh, no.
an armor to look at the AC.
Nope, I did not do that.
Okay, then it was me. Cool. I
Okay.
just didn't think I clicked on that.
So, Alin, do you go inside?
Yes.
Okay. You go inside and you see a human male, roughly about 38. He's a very talkative fellow, and he seems to be talking with someone else as you enter. And almost as soon as you enter, he spins around, and you see a brimming smile off of him, and just, "Hey, welcome to Aubrey's Peculiarities. What can I help you find today, my young sir?"
I'm actually told that you might be interested in buying potions.
Ah, yes, I do dabble in potion-tree. I made that up just right now, potion-tree. What sort of potion are you looking to sell?
Heroism.
Oh. Oh my. How much you looking to get for it?
Well, that's the problem, is that I'm not entirely sure how much it's worth. I found it.
Well, that is very lucky for you. Oh, I can't spell. All right. Okay. Well, let me think about that.
I'd like to make a preemptive insight check to make sure that he's not going to try to like rip me off, because he knows that I'm not entirely sure how much this would.
I think that's fine. Go ahead.
Uh, 19.
All right. So he thinks for a moment. Well, I can't say I've had one of those before, but I would probably buy it off of you for 1,250 gold.
Oh wow, that is a lot. And like, what does my preemptive insight check?
He seems to be actually quite interested in purchasing this potion. He does not seem like he's trying to belittle the sale. If anything, he's probably pushing up the price to buy it without you negotiating.
And I'd be like, yeah, sure, that sounds great. Then, give him. What was the number?
1,250.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Is there anything else that you are interested in? And he kind of like points around. There's a whole. We can do this now or later. There's a whole bunch of different magical things in this shop. Odds and ends and stuff like that. It's very much like Anders, except these things are basically all magical to some point.
Can I browse? You can pet to someone else while I am doing that.
Yeah, we can. Well, I think everyone else is in the house, so we can do this right now. That's fine. 1 second. So, All right. So I need to roll a few rolls. Cannot type tonight, apparently. Okay, definitely can't type tonight, and
That
I'm
would
in
be
the
the
wrong chat. That's all of the failings. If I could fail any harder. Let's also go to the right chat again. All right.
Ow! Damn, dog.
All right. So you see, you see a few things that kind of stand out to you. A large, weird-looking, he says, a tooth from an unknown beast that he acquired a while back. There does seem to be a few other things here. One second. I got to go through a couple different tables here. I thought I'd already done this, but apparently it didn't save. All right, so you do see a few other things. There looks to be, he calls it a broom of flying. There is a wand of magic missiles. There is, he points out, oh, this is a lovely helm. Came from one of the Kalishtar long time ago, but it's called a helm of telepathy. I'm not really sure how it works, but apparently you can speak to other people. Let's see. We also have, well, obviously a potion of heroism now. I don't suppose you want to buy it back from me. He kind of chuckles. We have, let's see, beat of force, and he kind of like listing through some of these things. Oh yes, and I have a pair of sending stones as well. These are, I try and keep these in stock. People always seem to want them.
I think my group has like about 4 of those.
Oh, are they looking to sell them? I'm always looking for more sending stones.
No, we're not looking to sell them because other people have the other halves, and we can never remember which stone responds to who. I'm just trying to share an amusing anecdote.
Yeah, he kind of like, he pauses for a moment, like pondering what you said, and like, oh, I get it now. Yes, that's actually quite amusing. You sure you don't want them? I'm sure it sounds like they could use more.
No.
What color are they? I might buy more.
They look like two sides of faces. These two. One is pointing to the left and one is pointing to the right.
So like the typical ones.
Yep.
The example picture.
The actual example picture. So you can see that I always have people around, and you know, my stock changes pretty much almost daily. So feel free to check back from time to time, and I'm sure you'll find something that piques your interest.
We'll see.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna go help old Jeffrey over there. He's trying to walk away with one of my good items. He like whispers over to you and gives you a wink. All right.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
And Ellen leaves.
Okay.
By that point in the conversation, he like looks visibly nervous, like he's trying to like leave, but this man will not stop talking.
Yeah, he has that personality. I will say, as you go to leave, you do notice a painting on the back of his wall as you entered. There's a painting triptych above the counter showing 3 adventurers. There's a dark-skinned warrior woman, a red-bearded dwarf, and a third whose portrait has faded with age. Just pointing it out.
That's nice.
Yep.
Flavor text.
Uh-huh. It's actually, believe it or not, part of the story. So we'll see if it ever comes to light.
I mean, they're
Cut
not
out for you guys, or did
mutually
mine cut out?
exclusive.
I don't know. I don't think
Hello?
I cut out for them. I think it's you.
Hello.
Hello? Oh no.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, do you head back home? Olin?
Yeah, I'm heading home. Yes.
All right. So, Dre's, I'm gonna say with everything that happened, you probably are gonna get that for full 4 hours to finish your banishment spell, to copy into your spell book. Um,
Oh, there we go.
sorry,
I'm here.
sorry.
I said awesome, and so you saw my thing where I sang to the coin.
No, I did not see that thing.
I sang I hurt myself today to see if I still feel.
Oh my God.
To basically seeing if there's any reaction from Zendelver.
There's not really any reaction other than this really creepy, evil, like eerie, like. I remember those days, and that's all you hear.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are all back home for the evening. It's roughly 8 o'clock at night by this time. Are you guys? I'm assuming you guys just want to take a long rest and maybe read some and practice your armor or whatnot.
Yeah, Jin's gonna utilize that training room
Okay.
that they asked for.
Jin, I'm gonna need you to actually keep track of your hours.
Okay.
I will let you know when you have gained proficiency. I will keep tracking your character sheet for this. So when you're getting close, I'll let you know in a sidebar. Just sort of like when you reach this amount, you'll get it.
Okay. Where shall I keep that?
Just keep it in your notes section or
Okay. Can
somewhere
you
like
see
that.
the notes section?
I can see all of it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll put it in organizations because that's empty right now.
That works. Sure.
If I need to move it later, I'll move it later.
Gotcha. All right. Notes in organizations. Okay, I see. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, Jen will probably just go down and practice moving around, doing rapier thrusts and the armor after Jen washes all the blood off.
Gotcha. So if anyone goes down to check Jin out, Jin looks completely out of his element. He is unwieldy, slow, and noisy. Very noisy and very odd in movements. Like Jin, you try to like thrust with your rapier, and instead of thrusting, you like lift your arm and it only goes like a quarter of the way up, and you're like, oh God, this is heavy. That sort of stuff. You're absolutely not used to armor that weighs 30 pounds or more. So this is very much odd for you.
Trying to compensate and then overcompensate and be like, fuck, I was aiming for the head.
Right, exactly. You missed your attacks. You miss like your parries. You trip a couple times and land on your butt. Like it's pretty fun to watch anyone who's watching Jin stumble.
Anyone
Trace
comes
definitely would have, because that's where his bedroom is.
Yep, Dre's is probably like.
Jen
like
will be
chuckling over in the corner.
ignoring any
Yeah.
and all presents.
I'm gonna ask, is anyone doing anything extracurricular for the evening?
Yeah, I mean, Kiva was gonna ask Kiva about the dragon tail plant, unless Kiva is slicking
No,
off her head.
I forgot you were going to ask about that.
Would Kiva even like give a chance to talk to anyone, or is she just going straight to bed?
No, she'd still hang around if people wanted to talk. Yeah.
Okay.
She still seems a little bit out of it, but she's going to not be that antisocial.
Kiva, I'd like for you to roll me a history check before you answer this.
That's what I was figuring. That's why I was waiting. History check?
History check.
Not nature or anything like that?
You could roll nature if you wanted.
Okay, cool.
You might want to wait till Twitch is back since she's the one that's.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll wait for a minute, because we're gonna go around. All right. Okay, so we'll wait for a minute. So, Kiva, you have heard stories about where this may be found. As far as you're aware, no one's ever seen one. As far as stories and stuff like that go, you've definitely heard of it, and you've definitely have heard of where it should reside. And I'm gonna let you make that up. So go ahead and while she's away, I'll let you figure out where that's gonna be, and we'll move on
Okay,
to. Okay. We'll come back to that in a second. I'll let you think where that might be. I'm going to say preferentially somewhere on the Sword Coast.
Okay, I was
Um,
just about to message you.
or
I'm
the
like, do
Moonshae
you want
Isles.
this thing
No,
to be defined?
Say
or hang on, or the Moonshae Isles.
Ooh, okay. All right.
All right, so moving
Hi,
on,
Rich.
Dre's, you did your booking stuff, so that's happening. Julia, are you reading? Lynn, I'm sorry. Lynn, are you reading?
Sure.
Lynn? Yeah? Sorry, I missed it. I may have spoke over you. Are you reading, Lynn?
You didn't speak over me. I was trying to express that I had something in my throat.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Okay. All
I
right.
mean, he might like look every now and then to see like what are we doing now. But other than that, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you're reading. So Squirt, are you doing anything for the evening?
No, not particularly.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna get back to this, and Kiva, Squirt asked you about the dragon's tail. So go ahead and tell her about it. Twitch. Good lord, Twitch.
Through
I'm
any
sorry.
session.
You know what? It's happening. Squitch. Squitch has
Yeah.
asked, so Squitch will know.
Yeah, definitely in the Moonshays. I'll need to actually pull out my Sword Coast guide and see like where in the Moonshays would be a good possibility. But definitely somewhere in the Moonshay Isles.
We can say in the north, the Northern Isles.
Oh, good. That's barbarian territory.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Works.
Works out
Um,
perfect.
I was thinking, well, it was more like, well, what kind of environment is it like? So what are those islands like environment-wise?
Foresty.
Yeah, especially the northern Moonshays are generally pretty heavily forested islands.
Yep.
Also a bit rocky. Like I think some of the larger ones are a little bit mountainous, but obviously not like Rocky Mountains type.
Yep.
And just mountainous type islands.
There are very few cities on any of those islands.
Mhm.
There's a few between most of the northern islands. There are ruins, however, on those islands from past civilizations, past times, long
Mhm.
ago, recent ago even. But it is mostly forest, and it is mostly unfriendly territory to anyone that is not local.
Want to come up? Okay. Up.
All right,
okay.
so if Twitch was looking for these plants not on the Moonshae Isles, probably not going to find them.
You'd probably have to find like a very obscure herbalist that might have them. Maybe.
Someone that's been to the Moonshae Isles.
Right. That's the only place that Kiva has ever heard of them being from. So.
All right, you just hear Twitch side exasperately and like figures.
Well, out of game, I will say that you are all going to head there at some point. So we'll see how you guys get there, but so it's not out of the realm of possibility of not finding it. Just pointing that out, or just wanted to say that. All right, so
It's for making friends with pirates.
I missed something about the armor though, because I had to deal with.
Jen was yeah, that was actually kind of funny. Jen, so you're probably listening and hearing Jen down below you making a loud ruckus as Jen is practicing in his new disheveled armor.
And a lot of cursing.
And a lot of cursing. Pirate cursing, the worst kind. If
But
you
she's
go,
not wearing the fancy armor. She's practicing in other armor.
she doesn't have the fancy armor. 2 weeks to make the fancy armor.
We were just paying for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You know how this works. You pay for services rendered, then you get services rendered.
Yep.
All right, that's how D&D works. That's how I run it. Okay, so yeah, Jen's
It's
downstairs.
fine. For some reason, I was not in the same mind place.
It happens. So Jen's downstairs, practicing with his armor, and he is failing miserably. He's all over the place. I kind of imagine Twitch goes down there for a moment. Twitch, you see Jen trying to like stab this dummy, and every time he does, he like misses by an inch, like not even hitting the figurine. He's just like, oh god, and Jen, you probably don't practice for too long because that armor is heavy AF.
I don't know. Jin can be pretty stubborn.
I just meant because you're gonna get tired.
I know.
Okay. All right. So we'll say that those of you who are reading, you will get an extra 3 hours tonight. Jen, you will get 3 hours of practice, and everyone gets a long rest.
Tomorrow we do goat herding.
Maybe.
Yeah, if it had gotten too loud, I was going to tiny hut inside my room.
That's hilarious, and you should absolutely do that.
I agree.
Hopefully the bubble like pops and
shoot.
like smacks her in the back, or smacks him in the back.
2 more notes. Jin usually gets up early because years on a ship. If Jin gets up before anyone else, I still have an unidentified spell scroll. Is there anyone in town that Jin thinks they could get that looked at?
I mean, you haven't asked any of your party members? Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's true.
I wonder who's someone who can identify something.
Oh, I love this. This is great.
And second note, if Jin hasn't done it already, Jin is gonna stuff the smoldering trinket down to the very bottom of their bag and smother it.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. You still have that smoldering trinket. Okay. So,
Do I recommend doing anything weird as I'm like reading this book in the wee hours of the morning?
Oh, hey, what book are you reading?
Feywild: Our Origins. I put it in the chat.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Because Twitch only needs 4 hours, so.
Yep.
I also want to go take the seed that I'd been holding and like carrying around randomly, and throw it out in the backyard before I go to bed.
Okay. So what time would this be?
You tell me. What time was everyone back after getting the necklace and paying for the armor?
It was about 8 o'clock.
Say if everyone's going to bed like an hour later, it was around an hour later.
Okay. So about an hour. Okay. So, all right. Those of you who are still awake, because I believe Draze and Alin and Jin are still awake. Kiva, you do not hear this because you're not there. We'll get to that in a second. And Squirt, I'm going to say you're probably already asleep. So this probably wakes you up. You can roll me a perception check. Jin, sorry, good lord. Who are you? Twitch. I'm gonna get it. So Twitch, you throw out your little seedling out back, called a Cottonee, and as you throw it out back, there's a low like rumble as the ground like shudders underneath. Everyone kind of feels a bit of a almost like a tiny earthquake. Just the house kind of shudders a little bit, and you all hear a low rumble coming from the backyard. And all of a sudden, Twitch, almost immediately after you throw it out and the rumble comes, a tree begins growing out of the ground. It comes up. Okay, let me.
Like this little courtyard right here?
Yeah. Yep, in the back. All right, so my description of this is I'm gonna read it how I wrote it, and then I'll give you a better description. Twitch, your tree is fluffy. As the tree grows up, a white substance quickly fills the area around each of the orange-colored leaves. The leaves become almost indistinguishable from from the leaves by the time it fully grows. Uh, uh, and look, and look thick enough to walk on. Wow, I read that. I wrote that so well. So basically, this tree grows up out of the ground, and as it grows up, it looks white as it's growing, like a cotton ball growing up out of the ground. And as it grows up, it sprouts branches off of it that are also white. And at the end of these white branches, so this whole tree is white like a cotton ball. And as the tree grows out, at the end of the branches are orange-colored leaves. And as the tree begins to fully form, the leaves continue to grow and grow. And you're pretty sure that these leaves, they're about 5 foot wide a piece. You could probably walk on these leaves. The tree itself grows up to about 150 feet tall.
And so it just grows to 150 feet tall right now?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a 150-foot tall tree that is about 5.5 feet wide behind your house. It is completely white and covered in orange leaves that are about 5 feet wide.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And so does it look climbable, or is it too high up to
Absolutely.
reach the first branch?
No, it is absolutely climbable.
Oh, fun. How long does it take for it to bloom and grow?
About 30 seconds.
Oh, okay, cool.
Jen would probably run up and just be yelling, "What was that?" As he just stops
The entire skyline of Leland.
and stares.
Yep,
What
y'all
did
are
you
creating
do?
the skyline.
I thought we talked about not putting the seeds in the city or near the city.
I think Jen Twitch walked away for a moment.
Oh.
Sorry, having to deal with animals. Only another couple more weeks of this, and then we'll be done with that. So, we'll wait for Twitch to get back here. Wait.
How close is this tree to the house itself?
Good question.
It's fairly close. So if you're
Yeah,
looking at the actual map, oh, actually, that reminds me. Let me see if I have this thing. I don't think I do. 1 second. Let me do it this
Welcome
way.
back.
The map I made?
Yeah, let me find this mushroom lane real quick, so you guys can see it.
I asked you to pin it. I don't think it got pinned in our chat. Actually, the blueprint is pinned.
The blueprint is pinned, but where is
Yeah.
it? 1 second.
I just got cut out of Discord for a solid couple seconds as Discord rebooted on me.
It's fine. All right, so this is how you guys had drawn the map. So if you're looking out the backyard, it's about maybe 20 feet away from your house.
Wait, why am I
Maybe.
not?
Are you,
Why?
So is it like in the middle of this courtyard?
No, it's in the, so your front of your, let's say, let's do it this way. I can't draw on this. So the front of your house is here as you walk in. So Twitch threw it out the back, so it's along this back section here. See, you without realizing it, you're well on your way to actually making this map.
what map are you referring to?
Is
we
it not
can't see
showing?
it.
Oh, it's not
No.
showing the owlbear. Oh, because you guys, I'm not sharing my screen here. That's why. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I forgot that I'm streaming it on the stream, but I'm not streaming it to you. So
Gotcha.
this map. Let me post it in chat. That'll help a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So Twitch, you basically threw that out, and so ignore the beds for right now.
It's where the beds are.
Yeah, it's basically where the blue beds are right now.
The blue beds.
The blue bed, purple, whatever you wanna. Yeah, straight, the middle
Oh.
one. Yeah, the middle one.
Oh. So, are there still other trees around our house?
No, this is kind of what we had done for flavor. There is not a small forest around your house as of yet. I'm assuming Kiva is going to
We
work
can
on
plant
that.
them.
Currently, there is not.
Currently, there is not. I expect this to be how you guys end the campaign.
So it's the one that's closest to the campfire, basically.
No, it's the middle one, the purple
No.
beds.
Middle one.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, cotton looking tree with orange leaves that's about 150 feet tall. That's basically what's in the back.
Can you pin the message you just posted?
So right as you left, Jen ran up and went, What happened? What the fuck? What'd you do? I thought we weren't planting the seeds in town or around town."
To Twitch?
Yeah.
Twitch would say, I was just tired of carrying the seed. I didn't see the harm in it.
You realize if you had thrown that a bit closer, that would have gone into our house.
Twitch is just giving Jen a very level stare and saying, I'm a wood elf.
That would still require repairing the walls. We just got a deal
Getting a
where
look
we
of
wouldn't
like
have to
you were
pay
out
the
of
rest
your
of it.
element. Shut.
I feel like Twitch is like, that's fine. I would just live in the tree, not a problem.
Yeah,
Yep.
like it's okay if the tree is in the house. God.
Jen's like, well, you did it. You have to explain it when people come running. I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Twitch is shrugging that one off.
Jen is, with their 3 hours done, taking off the stupid medium armor and going to sleep.
Dre's would come out and be like, so you tried and found out. Awesome. Good night.
Actually, Dre's, I take that back. If you had casted your tiny hut, you would have felt the vibrations, but you would have heard nothing.
Oh, fair enough. So I'll find out in the morning.
Okay.
You go and look down. And you're like, I don't think that used to be there.
Everyone's cool with it. Jin freaks out.
Yep.
Everyone else is like,
The
oh,
tree.
tree.
Yep.
It's kind of funny because Jen was supposed to be the impulsive character, and now Jen's the only one like, think of the repercussions.
He's so bent out of shape about everyone else's impulses.
Right?
I never said Jen was not hypocritical.
Well, to be fair, Jin's more like sea-based, and so like terrain stuff is like, what the fuck? If this had been the ocean, be like, oh, it's just a rogue wave. Whatever.
Yeah, basically.
While Dre's would be like, fuck no.
Oh, it's just a tsunami. It's fine. I've been through plenty of these. What do you mean hurricane weather is a problem?
All right, so everyone gets a full night's sleep. Everyone gets a long rest, with the one exception of Kiva. I would like for you to roll me some sort of check here. I'm going to say actually an intelligence saving throw.
Oh dear. Okay.
And you can actually, because of where you're at, you can actually roll advantage on this.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, actually, intelligence saving throws is something she's good at. like that.
He says before he rolls.
Go ones.
Right, snake eyes. Nice. All right.
The best thing to get in D&D.
Yep. All right. So you do get a full night's sleep. Nothing happens.
Okay.
You should get
I
used to
don't
this.
trust like that.
Kiba, you should get used to these rolls.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
And it probably will be different from time to time, but they should
Okay.
mostly be intelligence saves.
That makes sense. Okay.
Okay, so everyone gets a long rest. Kiva, you wake up, and where in the shrine did you sleep?
That's a good question. I don't know what the interior of the shrine looks like.
That's fine. You can just kind of like say a side room or something if you want, or you can give me a description of the room that
She'd
you're
been out
looking
there.
to
She'd
get to.
been out there in the middle of, especially if Marigold had already closed everything up. That's why she did the sprite, so she could
Gotcha.
just fly in through an upper window, that kind of thing.
Yep. All right. So, Kiva, you wake up to the sound of a door being opened, like as you hear Marigold. Kiva, what are you doing here?
Is it morning already?
Yes, it's morning, sleepyhead. What are you doing here? How did you get in?
What?
You know I can turn into a bird, among other things.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I needed a different place to sleep for the night.
Okay. Are you okay?
I don't know. I'm dealing with a lot at the moment.
Well, you know what Lysandra says. The morning is the best time to handle any situation.
Everything is better in the morning, yes.
Do you want to talk about it?
Maybe? I don't know.
Okay, well, we can talk about it. Tell me all the things. I want to know everything that's going on. I haven't seen you in a while.
Okay, she does all that then.
Okay.
No, I don't feel like role playing it all out.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not doing that. We don't need to relive the last year of your life as Kiva's life. So
Right.
do you tell her? Do you like go through like everything that you've done, or like give a real brief overview? You don't have to in detail, but like killed a dragon, went to the Feywild, have a voice in your head, those sort of things.
All of it.
All of it. Okay, so basically everything from the time you left Leland. Yes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. As you're saying this, she's just like, wow, that's okay.
The voice in the head thing would be among the last things talked about. Because that's the current crisis she's dealing with.
Yep. And that is a good question, Twitch. What does Squirt do in the morning? And we'll get back to that conversation. What does Squirt do in the morning when she realizes Kiva isn't sleeping in her bunk?
And Twitch, for that matter.
And and Twitch.
Actually, at a fair point, I'm pretty sure Kiva went up to the bunk room before either of them.
Yep.
That's what I was gonna ask timeline wise. So when did you leave?
Kiva would have waited till everyone was sleeping. That's the way he worded it.
So
yeah, that's fair.
But I only sleep for 4 hours, so Twitch would have realized it like soon.
Yep. Okay, well maybe this conversation doesn't happen then.
You're cutting into my reading time, damn it.
Well, then let's just say that you were reading and you weren't paying attention to what's in the room, and then this conversation happens anyway. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna ask Squirt. In the morning, would you have recognized that Kiva wasn't sleeping in her bunk?
Maybe, but I think where it would have just been like, oh, she got up early. Okay.
Okay. Well,
That's fair.
as you make your way around the house, you don't see Kiva. I don't know at what point you'd maybe say something, but we'll go back to this conversation and we'll get to that. So as you're having this conversation, you can kind of see her face like growing longer and longer as you're giving her the list of everything. And she just kind of is looking at you just in bewilderment at certain points. And as soon as you stop, there's a long pause from her, which is very unlike her. But it's a very long pause, like 30 seconds plus, and she's just like looking over you, taking it all in. Yes, I know the time.
Okay.
She just looks. Well, that's definitely an adventure. I'm not sure what to do about the voice. Maybe if you pray or something, maybe that'll help.
That's kind of part of why I decided to sleep here. Just proximity, I guess.
Yeah, I could see that. Maybe you should talk to someone about it. Other than me, I'm not really familiar with voices in your head.
Just not sure who to talk to.
Not her mom. um, uh, Marigold's just like, yeah, I can understand that. It's a bit unsettling. I mean, you're not going crazy, right?
I don't think so.
Kiva, you are keenly aware that you are not going crazy. You've been told by
Right.
several different entities that there is something inside of you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, she asked that, followed by, well, you're welcome to stay here as long as you need. I'm here if you need anything. If you want, I could cast a spell on you to see if that helps.
I mean, I won't say no.
Okay. And you see her lift her hands up, and she starts. She holds her hands up, and she starts speaking some language that you don't understand, which is a little surprising to you. But as she's standing there, her hands glow a bright white green. And then she brings her hands down and puts both hands on on your shoulder, and you feel your whole body like warm, and you feel cozy. You feel very much like you if you were under any sort of ailment, you would have been restored to your former health. And in the middle of this, you just hear this. That's not gonna help. And she finishes her spell, and she looks at you. Did that do anything?
And she would see Kiva's face has suddenly turned rather dour. No, but it just spoke to me again.
Okay. Well, I will pray for you. But you should really look into this. It's very, very unusual.
Yeah. Thanks, Marigold. I appreciate it.
No problem. I'm always here if you need to talk.
I'll be here if I need to.
All right. Do you head out?
Yeah. And she would say, "Yeah, it's morning. The others are probably going to be looking for me pretty soon, so I should probably get back."
If they're not already. Speaking
Right,
of,
yeah.
Squirt would, by the time you make your way out to the common room and kind of spend your morning looking around and doing things, you still have not seen Kiva, and she was definitely not in her bed. And it seems like everyone else has kind of gotten up and getting around. It's about 8-ish in the morning by this time. But as far as you've seen, there is no Kiva in this house.
Would we all have recognized that as well?
You guys might assume that Kiva's still sleeping, so I'm gonna say no, with the addendum that maybe you bring it up that is if Kiva's still sleeping or something like that.
I was gonna say, if Squirt goes around asking people, "Hey, have you seen Kiva?"
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for Squirt. I'm trying to see I want to see how Squirt responds to all of this.
Yeah, I think I'll just be like, "Hey, have you seen Kiva?"
No.
To everyone?
I've been up for at least probably an hour, depending on what time it is. Jen probably would have gotten up at like 6. Was she not in her room?
No.
Oh. Did she never come back from the walk last night? She went on a walk last night, didn't she?
No, she did not.
Okay. Well, I thought she said she was going out.
Well, she went on a walk with Alin to the shrine, but
Oh, yeah.
came back from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, as
But
far
we
as you're
were
aware,
gone.
yeah, as far as you guys are aware, everyone should be in the house.
Oh, well, shit. Should we go look, make sure that there wasn't some kind of evidence of a disturbance?
Wait, are you worried? I just thought she got up early.
I mean, we've been attacked enough and have made enough enemies that were right outside the walls just the other day.
Existing posters for Kiva. Have you
Yes.
seen this elf?
Jen, you are the resident sign maker, right?
I think it's Twitch, actually.
Sure.
I think Twitch
Is
is
it?
actually... Yeah, I think Twitch is the one that keeps making the freaking signs.
Wait.
So someone
You
should
made a
probably
sign for
go.
the bell. I remember that.
Someone should probably go look up in the room. I'm going to go check the trees to see if she's gone there again.
Can we just plan to meet back in 2 hours so that we don't all get lost?
Sure.
Okay.
And Jen's gonna go head out to the burned area.
All right. You go out to the burned area, and you do not find Kiva. Anyone
I wanna
else?
Can I go back up to our bunk room and like roll and investigate? See if I see a sign of how she left.
Yeah, I'll give you an investigation roll for that.
Alright, maybe there's like a bird dropping in her bed. Nope. I see nothing.
You're rolling great tonight.
I
He's
think
got
that's
ones at dramatically appropriate moments.
Yes. So you look through the bunk room, as I'm gonna call it, and you find signs of a struggle and very much that things. It looks like maybe Kiva was taken in the middle of the night.
Oh my god, I'm gonna start freaking out and screaming for everyone to come up and see if they see what I see.
Everyone.
This party is a bunch of dumbass.
Everyone who goes up to the room can roll me an investigation check as well.
I'm coming up because I'm hearing screaming.
Yep.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever heard Twitch scream like this, but she's screaming.
24.
Wow. Love it.
Excellent.
+7.
Everyone's looking at her like she's a fucking nutcase.
Well,
No.
Squirt might not think about
No, I think she's right.
17.
Oh,
We
this is
live
great.
here, we would know.
This is right. It's our room. Yeah. So, Dre's and Alin, the two of you are rummaging around the room. You don't see any signs of struggle. Dre's, you actually see a little shedding of what looks like a fairy wing in Kiva's bed.
I grab it. I take a hold of it.
Do you show anyone?
No, not really.
Which is still kind of
And
freaking out a little bit. Like, don't you see it? This is clearly where it happened. And then they ran over here, and this is where she elbowed him in the face. And obviously, like, we were sleeping in the fucking room, right? So,
Yeah.
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 And like, Twitch, I don't think that happened.
So, like, I'll grab it, spread out the bedspread, and then I'll just walk out of the room shaking my head like, oh my god.
So Dre's, you don't actually say anything. You're just like
Absolutely not.
Okay. So Lynn is the only one. Alin, I'm gonna need Alin for you to make me a persuasion check against Squirt and Twitch. Nat ones
Hopefully
are,
everyone sees me just kind of just shake my head. Like,
17.
oh,
Nat ones are fun, y'all.
Hmm.
They can make or break a
Yes, I
story.
persuade Lynn.
Oh my
Wait, why are you
god.
using persuasion?
Because
The
they don't
more Lynn's
believe
in there,
you.
the more she's
'Cause,
convinced.
yeah,
To disbelieve.
yeah, because Twitch doesn't believe you.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but why would you make persuasion checks in my
Because- Because you're both trying to persuade the
It's a
other
contested
person.
roll.
Yeah.
Although I think typically persuasion checks against PCs aren't really
Well, I guess we could do it this
kinda
way.
shaky water.
Well, we could do it this way. Twitch, what's your bonus on insight?
Its passive is 10.
What's your bonus?
Oh, 0.
Oh, on insight? Oh, that's a wisdom, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it probably should have been insight. Sorry. That's fine. I'm still gonna take that roll, but you do not beat a Lynn.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So Alin, how do you try to persuade these two that Kiva was not taken in the night?
I kind of much going off of like the logical facts of the situation. You are in the room and would have heard that, and also things do not look that messed up.
Do you
I am
like?
pretty messy.
I think most of the persuasion is just trying to get Twitch to relax enough to listen, because she's obviously freaking out for, obvious reasons, but
That you
Yeah.
guys are not actually aware of yet?
why wouldn't we be aware of that?
Because they
We
haven't
know
told.
that-
No, they haven't told anyone. I don't think.
They haven't told anyone that they're related?
I don't think so.
I thought we knew that.
Nope.
Did-
We're suspecting it. I think the suspecting it has come up because
Yeah. As
at one point-
players, you guys know, as characters, it has not
Oh,
actually been
my
said.
bad.
in character it
Wow,
hasn't
it
been
really
said
hasn't,
as
has it?
exact, but
Yeah.
in character there was a conversation
Yes.
of it has been confirmed that that whole like vision thing, some things are syncing up.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So we know that.
So you're
There
not
is some suspicion. We did not confirm anything after Jimmy confirmed it for us.
right.
I was gonna say all of our conversations have been private, haven't they?
Yes, they
Yep.
have. So
Wow.
yeah, Twitch is like very much freaking out, more than Twitch seems like she should be.
Okay.
Is anyone gonna roll an insight on that one?
Yeah, feel free to roll an insight on that one.
Roll an insight on what?
Twitch freaking out more than she should be.
Right.
If you so choose. Otherwise, you can just be
I
like,
do so choose.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, most of this,
Squirt-
I think most of
Right.
the persuasion roll was spent trying to calm her down.
It
And have to
happens.
actually listen to the fact that, hey, I
Oh
got
my
a nice
god.
name.
Okay, well, it's
Oh.
happening.
Well, it's
The
definitely
dice
I'm
never
already
happening.
lie. The dice never
The
lie.
dice don't lie. Yeah, so the two of you as Alin is like calmly trying to explain the situation, like, hey, you know that if someone would have broken and taken her, you would have woken up and there would be actual signs of struggle and everything that you're pointing out, Twitch. Alin's like, no, this is just because Squirt knocked it over when she got up and as all of this is happening, Twitch still seems like really upset by all of this, and it kind of dawns on the two of you that this is more upset than you think you've ever seen Twitch, ever. Something isn't lining up to the amount that she is freaking out about.
Squirt, you're precious.
Oh, I love Squirt so much. Does Squirt or Alin, do you guys say anything when you realize that Twitch is like seemingly right now freaking out for no reason after everything's been explained and she should be calming down?
Which? Are you Kiva's daughter?
I don't think the ages match up for that.
Twitch like stops in mid freak out and kind of looks at Squirt like, why would you think that?
You're freaking out a lot. You know, if she was taken, sure, but it's getting pretty. It's almost like you're related.
Related to each other, can't care about each other? I mean, that's not entirely makes sense to me.
Twitch is gonna say, we're not sure if we're related, but I would freak out if you were stolen too, Squirt.
This much?
Yeah. Twitch is definitely trying to be convincing with this.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a deception with disadvantage.
Oh,
Are you sure? Because it's me. I don't know if she needs it.
No, she's trying to. She has already been found out that she's freaking out.
Oh, my first nat 20, and you made me roll
Oh,
with disadvantage.
wow. Wow, that is actually still higher than both y'all's insight. So, yeah, she seems to have, with disadvantage, the dice never lie, y'all, managed to deceive you into thinking that they are not related.
Wow.
Seeds of doubt have been planted, but I've
The intrigue continues.
Oh my god.
Does Alen have any questions about this? No?
I guess not.
Okay.
I unless Ellen is speaking and we don't hear her.
So
Cutting out.
Oh, cutting out.
what?
Twitch asked if you had any other questions.
Owen isn't entirely satisfied with what's going on, but he doesn't quite know what to say.
Okay.
Did mine cut out?
Nope. You're all good. So, the three of you are standing in the room. Kiva is obviously not in the house anymore. Twitch, you're pretty certain that.
Question.
Can I do something for dramatic flair?
Yeah, go for it.
As you all are upstairs, you hear from downstairs. All right, who planted a giant tree?
I think now would be a good time that Jen is just walking down as she does that and just jumps.
Hey, Jen, cut out. Oh, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, it just.
It was Twitch.
What I meant. I heard Kiva shout about the tree.
Okay, and then go ahead, Jen. Say your thing again.
It was Twitch.
Wait, I thought Jen left already.
Jen was heading downstairs and
Jen went out to the forest to look for Kiva.
Oh yeah, why did I think that?
But
honestly, now would be a good time for Jen to be getting back. That's what I was trying to get at.
Jen, as you come back, just as you hear Kiva screaming
yeah, you like
that.
Just missed Kiva walking down the street.
Yeah, you hear Kiva screaming that from basically like 100 feet away. Yeah, does anyone say anything to Kiva?
Jen says that. Jen just automatic response.
You're still 100 feet away from her, so you're gonna have to yell it.
So if we hear her yelling, we're gonna run downstairs, right?
That's what I'm asking.
Jen,
I'd run downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Twitch runs downstairs. Alin runs downstairs.
Jen would.
Sorry, I'm gonna jump to Dre's real quick. Dre's, your tiny hut just now dropped, and as your tiny hut dropped, you hear, "Planted this tree."
Okay, yeah, because I probably yeah. Well, no, it would have already dropped. It would have already dropped because I went up there to investigate. Yeah, because if I left the bubble, it would have already.
I didn't realize that you. I'm sorry, I forgot that you investigated. So yeah, you hear that too. So ignore that. That'd have been hilarious. Dang.
Blaze probably saw Kiva walk in the door, then shout.
Probably. All right. Yeah. If you are, but because Dre's was out of the room. So yeah, you all hear Kiva. You all head down to Kiva. Jin, you hear that and start heading over to tell Kiva. And Jin, as you make your way
Jin
over
speed
to
walks and
yeah.
60 feet away shouts that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You walk over and say it was Twitch. As soon as you get into range of like earshot, you throw the gauntlet down. Say it was Twitch, and as you do that, you see Twitch and Alin rush out the door towards Kiva, who was in the backyard yelling up to everyone. Twitch, what do you do? I'm gonna start with Twitch because you're still kind of a little freaked out, but
Yeah, and now I'm super relieved to see her.
yeah.
So after running downstairs, I run up to her and give her a hug, and I was like, "Oh, thank God, we were so worried about you. It looked like the room had been ransacked and you had been kidnapped in the middle of the night, and we were all
It didn't look like that at all.
out."
No one was freaking out but you. Like you need to be
We were
interrupting
all
Ralph.
so worried.
Yeah, Kiva? Or Squirt? Anyone else going to add anything?
Jin would have just been like, wow, I wish you'd be that worried for the rest of us when things happened.
She would be.
He was like standing there as Twitch came out and hugged her, and is like, you can just see it on her face, like, whoa, what happened? What's going on?
Which thought you were gone, you freaked out for no reason.
We were looking for you.
Okay.
I don't know what happened after I left. I went to go check the trees where we found you yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was down at the shrine. I just wanted to get a bit of alone time. I didn't think you all would react quite like this, but okay.
Well, to be fair,
Yeah,
it wasn't
let go
all.
of you. Just like that,
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god!
and not letting go.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Might
maybe
have to
next
pry
time,
them
can you
apart.
tell us when you're leaving.
Oh no, it would have been nice.
Hey. Do what?
Asking if next time, can you tell us when you're leaving?
Yeah, okay. I'll try to remember to do that. Yeah.
Or leave a note?
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone go ahead and roll me an insight check again. Everyone
Including-
not Kiva and Twitch.
It's coming out. Maybe not.
We'll see.
Oh,
Maybe not. The dice don't
No,
lie.
15.
Lynn's gonna ruin it with like a 23.
Right? Let's see.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope so.
Come on, Alin. Roll me on that
Hold on,
one.
my fucking D&D Beyond is not loading.
No!
I'm
It
very not insightful with
it
a
all
negative
comes-
1.
I'm just saying, I think
Dirty 20!
All right. So
Yeah.
we'll see if Alin rolled it, but we'll see if Alin says anything. Alin, Twitch is definitely talking to Kiva like Twitch is being very motherly with Kiva. You would have seen this with your own mom.
yeah.
Okay, I'd definitely say something.
Okay.
After
What
what
do
we
you
just
say?
talked about. Like, hold on just a minute here, Twitch. Just a second ago, when Squirt suggested that you might be related, you went way overboard in rebuffing that. And right now, you're not talking to her the way you talk to us. Something's going on here.
did
Some more sexy than others.
Did something happen since the weird revelation in the dragon cave?
Huh?
The Dragon Cave?
Yeah, like after the fight, there was that vision that Kiva had, and she described it, and Twitch was like, that sounds just like my old boyfriend that I left
Oh, the
years
shimmering-
and years ago.
The shimmering pool. Yeah.
Well, I forgot where it was. I knew it was one thing. And I
That's
knew we had all heard that conversation.
Yeah, this is well after that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
Then
okay.
it's just bringing up like, oh, that was the last I heard anything relating towards potential something going on here. Did something else happen that we were not aware of? That kind of thing.
No, I don't think so.
Jen gestures towards what Twitch
I
is
was
currently
about
doing.
to. I was gonna say Kiva, like when Jen asked that, Kiva like looks questioningly at Twitch, like, are we gonna say anything or that kind of thing.
And
Um,
Twitch immediately responds with, "I don't think so."
Would I catch that look from Kiva with a 19 passive insight?
How about what's your perception?
Even if you don't catch that look,
My
you would.
perception is the same, passive 19.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
I have
you see
expertise
that.
in both perception and insight.
Yep.
I didn't realize that applies to your passive. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it has
Yeah,
it on the
it does.
side.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, even if you don't catch that particular glance, you probably would catch Kiva looking kind of like surprised, half hurt when Twitch says, "No, I don't think we're related."
I'm
Kind of
just going to
surprised, confused, hurt, kind of a combination of expressions going on there.
Well, you didn't hear her say that we're not related. Just, I don't think there's anything unusual that you guys didn't know about.
Still the same response.
All right, from the look on Kiva's face, I'm gonna call bullshit.
Is that really unusual for Jen, though?
Just psychoanalyze how someone else is playing their character as a way to avoid your secret coming out.
I'm not gonna deny it.
So Twitch is gonna ask, you guys weren't worried for her life as well?
I mean, we didn't know he
There
was in
was-
danger. We were just going to search to make sure nothing happened.
There was nothing wrong up there.
You didn't see what I saw, Drave.
You saw a bunch of nothing.
There was nothing up there. It looked like a room.
A room with a kidnapping in action.
Kiva, would you like
What
to say
evidence?
something about the supposed kidnapping and whatever the fuck is happening here?
I mean, I just
Should we go inside?
probably. I mean, we don't need to have this discussion out in the middle of the yard. Also, tree. What happened?
Jen just
Let's go look
points.
at it. I haven't explored it yet, and Twitch like pulls Kiva around to the backyard.
That's avoidance.
We're in the
I know,
backyard at the
I
moment.
used that.
I thought you came to the front yard.
No, Gabe said we were in the backyard,
Yep, you guys are in the backyard.
Ooh, oh, we're in the backyard. Okay, let's go check
Yeah.
out the tree.
like under the tree. She was like looking at the tree when she shouted for you all to hear in the house.
Twitch did that.
Jen's just like, that's deflection. I know that trick.
Oh, Bella. You don't get away with anything.
Twitch tries
No,
so
that-
hard. I love it. Twitch is like, yeah, let's go look at this thing, and Jen / Bella is like, yeah, no, I know that trick. We're gonna sit here and talk. All right, so you guys are in the backyard. Twitch, you start walking away with Kiva in tow. Does anyone stop anyone to say anything?
Kiva never answered my question.
What was the question?
Does she have anything to say about this whole situation? And the supposed kidnapping that she miraculously walked back from?
As Twitch is kind of pulling Kiva away from the group, Kiva is going to telepathically talk to Twitch real quick. So are we not telling them?
Twitch is gonna respond with, "Do you think the time is right?"
I mean, when is it ever going to be right? It's kind of a weird thing regardless of when it comes up.
I don't think it's that weird.
Then why hide it?
You know how
They
they
clearly
are.
already suspect something. We
They're gonna
talked
make-
before Jimmy confirmed things.
Twitch, do I need to have you roll a persuasion check?
I don't know.
Are you
I
trying
mean,
to?
the last thing I was gonna say was, you know how they are with these things. They're gonna make a bigger deal out of it, and somehow it's gonna be used against us.
You really think they'd do that?
Hey.
Okay, I mean, if you don't want to tell them, we don't have to tell them. I just don't see why not.
Are you ready to tell them?
I mean, I've got enough issues to deal with right now.
Yeah.
Them knowing that is a drop in the bucket at this point.
Well, if it takes something off your shoulders.
Yeah, I think we can tell them.
Okay. Twitch turns around and yells, "I'm her mom."
So okay, I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna give a bit of description here. So, Twitch and Kiva start walking off with everyone
It's lock eyes.
looking at them. They're looking at each other, not saying a word, and then after about 2 or 3 minutes, you hear Twitch yell back to the lot of you, "I'm Twitch's mom, or I'm Kiva's mom."
Wait in time for my response in the chat.
And then you see us like scamper up the tree.
Both of you can roll me a athletics or acrobatics check with advantage. This tree's pretty easy to climb. If you unless you roll both your rolls below a 5, you're gonna be able to climb this tree. It's super easy to climb. Everything's very easy to grab on. Athletics or acrobatics, either one.
Okay.
Because the leaves are 5 feet across and like 5 feet long. And
with advantage?
With advantage, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's super easy to climb this tree. Nice. Yeah, you both just definitely scamper up the tree. So the two.
If you want more answers, you can follow us. Just going up.
Jen decides and says, "Fuck it, sure, why not? Let's go ahead." And Jen is gonna make an attempt to climb after them.
All right. Anyone who wants to climb the tree rolls with advantage, and anyone who rolls below a 5 is gonna fall off the tree.
Yikes.
Okay, what are we rolling? Strength?
You can roll acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
Either one of those.
Not 20. I'm not even gonna roll a second time.
Yep, there you go.
I got a
Neither of
6.
those.
Jen, go ahead and roll. Everyone, no. With advantage.
I think it would be
Can't
really
bother
funny
with
if I got,
advantage
if I
because
just
I got
barely.
high.
I got another 6.
Oh
That's
my
not
God.
lie. Ellen is barely.
It's not below a
making it.
5.
Oh, I love this. Jen, go ahead, just for my hilarity, hopefully sake. Go ahead and roll another nat 20 here, real quick.
If you could, just make it a nat 20.
If you could, just go ahead and make it a pure nat
No.
20. Yeah.
Sadly, no.
All right. So everyone manages to climb up this tree pretty easily. Jen, you actually catch up to Kiva and Twitch up the tree. You're actually quite a bit faster, apparently, climbing this. As you all climb up the tree and start to look down, you see Alen kind of like struggling to get up this tree. He is like trying to figure out how to pull himself up, struggling for a bit.
Not a
Oh,
tree climbing kid.
yeah, you rolled athletics, so let me give a better description. Alen's trying to like literally pull his whole body, like he's trying to do like one arm pull-ups, climbing his whole body. He's not using his legs at all. And he's like, he holds on and then he'll swing left and right and then throw his legs up on one of these large leaves and then try to pull his body up. He is really struggling to climb this tree, trying to get up. He's doing it, but it's very slow.
Gabe,
Yes.
can I add some flavor text?
Sure.
Can I say that Jen, kind of in an effort to help them climb a bit, morphs their hands where their fingernails get like a sharper, kind of like at the point of claws, but not exactly claws.
That's fine to use it for flair, but
Butter
you can't use it
peppers.
later.
Okay. I'm just saying though, that'd be
That
cool.
give you
like,
an innate climbing speed.
Right. Yeah, we're
I
gonna
was
say
mainly thinking about like just flavor.
I'll
Yeah.
keep
that's fine. Yeah, flavor is fine for this. Definitely can't use that later, so I'm just gonna point that out now.
Okay.
I see what you're doing. I'm not going to let you do it. All right, so everyone makes their way up the tree, and you guys kind of see that the tree is actually very soft, very cushiony. Actually, this tree would be beautiful to sleep on. It's like sitting on a cloud, very, very much squishy and cottony. You're actually not sure how the tree seems to be standing so upright and still.
I'm getting comfy on
Yeah.
like a top cloud poof.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I think this is probably a good place to end for the night, and we will pick back up next week.
Sounds good.
And maybe, just maybe, you guys leave Leland finally.
Right.
We'll see. I mean,
Good
we'll
luck
see.
with that.
Yeah, we'll see. I think there's about 8 more hours of RP before you guys leave Leland, but that's fine. That's part of the game. So,
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I always have a lot of fun. I'm waiting.
Mhm.
Can't wait for you guys to finally leave Leland, and we'll see how your travel goes. Cannot
like
wait.
it's
Before we
The council's gonna come.
before we
hunt us
leave,
down
Yeah. Yep.
Before
go
we
ahead.
I'd
leave.
say
Ooh, go ahead.
I would
Grace.
say before we leave Cleveland, I want to try to get a solidified transportation circle. Like, I don't understand how this works because I know I have to go somewhere and get the sigils, but
Mhm.
the idea of trying to sit there and just make a circle for a year, I know we're not going to do a year, but to do a circle, like,
No,
if
no.
I were to put one,
So
Yeah, go
Dre,
ahead.
you and I talked about this a bit.
Mhm.
I told you I was gonna find a way. The way is for you to use that book that you found. I can tell you right
Okay.
now that Nat 1 is gonna be funny as hell when you go to try and use it.
okay, yeah, because I want to put it probably in the basement is where I'm probably going to place it.
Okay.
I didn't even have the spell prepared, so I couldn't have done it anyways.
That's fine. That's
It's prepared now. It's ready for this next session.
Gotcha. That's good because I need to prepare for it too. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that just should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. So
Also,
The secret is finally out.
yes,
Mhm.
finally, after long last of
Finally.
everyone knowing but the characters
Twitch
not
fucking-
knowing, Twitch is Kiva's mom. Yay!
Yay!
Like,
Twitch
Gabe?
finally said something that didn't need to be a secret.
Yes, you said my name. What?
Yeah. So I'm not gonna try and use this to get advantage on things, but I'm just saying up front, if you'll let me, when I get really good rolls, it'd be cool if I could just flavor it as Jen messing around with her shapeshifting more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
If I say you succeed on something, you feel free, all of you, to describe how you're doing it. I don't have to describe your actions for you. If you have a set way that you want to do it, and I already said that you succeed on it, feel free to describe your own stuff. It saves me a lot of makeup stuff. So,
All right, cool.
yeah, have fun with it. My only stipulation is that you can't reuse it later to break game mechanics.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to find ways to like put in because for a while now I've kind of wanted Jen to be getting a bit more comfortable with shape shifting around people that actually know about it because this is kind of their first time outside of their sister that they've gotten that chance.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
Aw, Jen trusts us.
Aw.
Jen's getting there, little by little.
Yeah.
Very itty bitty baby steps.
Yep. All right. Well, as always, it is a freaking pleasure. I love doing this stuff. So we will see you guys next Saturday, same time, same
game,
place.
guys.
Good game and
Same bat time,
yep.
same bat channel.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.